Last week, but we here. It's your boy William, and we are the No Name Podcast, where no name can describe this greatness. And in the house, we got
What up? It's your girl A Dot.
A Dot back in full effect. And in the house, we got Red Backpack here to substitute.
Red.
Red Backpack coming through with all the goodies, to share.
All the goodies.
But yeah, we was out of commission last week. At least my car was.
That was not even.
It was funny as me and Alicia were literally on the way to the show. I was like, "Hey, can you come pick me up? We need to go pick up my car." Went to go get my car, and all of a sudden she was pressing the gas, and it wasn't moving.
It was not moving.
The car wasn't moving. I was like, I texted her because I was in a rental while she grabbed that. And I was like, "Hey,
where
you
at?
good back there? Why you driving so slow?"
It was only going like 30.
She's like, "It's not going nowhere." I was like, "What you mean?" She's like, "It's not going nowhere." I was like, "Oh, it's really not moving."
Not
I was like,
going
okay,
nowhere.
Bet. We had to call a tow truck. It was a whole situation.
And then it stalled out on me at the intersection.
Yeah.
And I was and it was worse because, people be rushing and honking and stuff.
Rushing.
I'm like, I can't move.
We in Hollywood on Santa Monica Boulevard, so there's a hell of people driving, looking sideways.
I was like, I can't move, guys. That was funny.
We got the situation figured out. The car is fixed.
Yeah.
I did get to drive this nice Mercedes in the meantime, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope.
I bet gas was high in that, too.
It was all premium.
Dang.
So I just looked at it as like, all right, this is a little vacation for me this week. As far
A
as
little
driving
premium.
goes, yeah. But yeah, so we had that going on. Jumping into like a brief topic of the show. So we have do you think men and women can be friends after they break up? Is it possible? Can it happen? Can y'all be cool? Can you and your new person be cool? Can you be the man and be friends with the ex? Can it happen?
I think from a girl's perspective, no. Well, actually, it depends. It depends. From a girl's perspective, I think.
I'm going to kick it up with Tommy. We were together for 3 years and smashed, but we're just gonna go chill at his house, watch a movie. I'll be home later.
Yeah, I don't think.
Because I dealt with that. One time. I was like,
I can be friends with them later. Now later, like after, depending on what the breakup was and who it was. Like, I could probably be friends with some people later on in years.
Truth be told, the only way...
Not really. It's kind of tough.
The only way that scenario would work for me is if, when you're in that puppy love phase, like, if you're dating somebody in, like, the 8th grade or, like, the 9th grade, and you guys haven't really done anything yet. Y'all liked each other, but then y'all grew up, and then y'all was just cool. Because then it's, like, different. Like, if you just dated somebody a couple years back and you grown, and then you try to go back and be friends with them and you're dating someone else, I don't expect that other person to be cool with you with being that friend.
Yeah.
It's
kind of tough.
Yeah, it's an odd situation.
Like,
hell no.
I don't think so.
Nick says hell no, and I'm kind of on that.
Hell no, yeah.
It goes without saying. Like,
I think I could be cool with a female if I broke up with her, but if she had a dude, I wouldn't be cool with her. Because I have to consider another man. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so,
it.
Right,
See?
Right. So I wouldn't can't no ex dude be cool with my girl. Like,
okay.
That's out, bro. That's not even
like unless y'all have a baby, and like everything you do is like, baby daddy, like I gotta go drop it off or back and forth. That, cause I get that. That's just life.
Yeah.
But if there's no other emotional connection or none of that, there's no reason like why y'all should be kicking it like that when y'all had that type of history.
So like if Kim had a ex, and she was friends with him, you would be like, it wouldn't be cool.
I think she know better.
Straight up.
And the same goes for me too. Like if I was I'm gonna kick with my ex. She ain't having that. Like there's no way.
Kick that ex. What about you, Nick? Your wife?
She'd be like, oh, I'm coming too.
Your wife? Nope. Look at he like nope.
You gotta think about that. If I said I'm going to kick it with my ex, she'll be with my ex before I get there. Like,
my rule is once you with another man, you with him.
But it was the ex before you.
Then you with him now. Again, it's not.
Again, right.
Now, what if they...
You guys had some little rekindle?
Yeah.
Y'all look each other's eyes a certain way?
Hey,
now you looking at him a certain
now
way?
Now you with him. Now all these problems is his problems. I'm cool.
Now, what if their families grew up? Like, what if the families are all... You know what I mean?
I don't care about none of that.
What if you show up and the person's there?
You could be cool
like,
with the
say
family.
If the family
We're talking
shows
about that
up.
person.
No, I'm talking about everybody, bro. It's a wrap. Like, I'm not...
No, I'm saying say it was her ex, okay? And then say his family grew up with her family, and then you show up to the event, and then he's there because obviously the families are close.
No.
No,
My wife.
okay. I'm just saying.
My wife had a dog. My wife.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've seen that before with people where
No,
you're like, oh man.
I feel you on that because like
Yeah.
what was crazy is so before me and my ex before moving here we broke up, which was like years ago. But she became cool with like my uncle, for example, and my uncle has kids and she would babysit his kids. So after we broke up, she was still babysitting his kids, which are my cousins.
See?
So it's like anytime they would have a function, like my little cousin have a birthday party, she would show up. What's crazy is I think her intent to show up was just to see me.
Yeah.
At least at the time. I mean, everything's different now, but so it used to be a little awkward. I would show up in my mind like, this girl gonna be here. Not like we had like any like
That's
crazy.
funny.
We didn't have any crazy breakups,
right.
so there wasn't no like animosity or fuck you or nothing like that. It was just like, you here? Okay, how you doing? Like, but one time she came to my cousin's graduation with her new dude, like, and they had the nerve to get awkward with me when he came up and introduced himself. I'm like, hey,
Yeah, cool. Nice to meet you.
I mean, yeah. Like, at that point though, I didn't care. I was like, she yours. Like you said, she yours. So I was cool with it. But you can be awkward. She's out of my hair.
Yeah. I wouldn't have a problem with the guy, but I'm not the girl. I'm cool. I can't do it.
Cause it ain't his fault. He's just doing him. Like.
I don't like people who linger around in relationships. You know what I mean? I think women do that more than men for the most part. You know, still try to like check up on you and all that kind of good stuff.
How you doing?
Send you something if
Things
you hurt.
been good?
Yeah, if you're
Where
sick.
you at?
If you're sick, you want me to drop some soup off? Like, yeah, bitch.
Man.
No.
It'd be the worst.
Yeah.
Dropping soup off with a note card and some condoms. You'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
With some condoms.
Nah.
Condoms are holes in them trying to get you back.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
You know she's pregnant.
My ex, not my ex, my wife, her ex they had a dog together.
Oh gosh.
They had two dogs together, so when they split, one kept one dog, one kept the other dog. So I guess
That's
one day,
funny to me. I'm sorry.
one day he reaches out to the family and he's like, hey, you know, something with the dog. And I'm like, hey, I looked at her, I said, man, hey, that's his dog, man.
Right.
Fuck that dog, man. That's his dog. So tell him, all that shit, keep that shit on that side. I don't care if the dog die, none of that shit. It's over. that dog's with him. It's over.
That's not your dog now.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I'm not sharing nothing.
That's funny.
I've had exes show up to events with my cousins, not knowing that they were my cousins.
Like
because obviously I have a big family.
Like on a date?
Yeah. And then I'd be like, you do realize he's trying to pick up on me again? Like,
wait.
Yeah.
You gotta explain.
So, okay,
so like,
there was this guy I went out with. He was my boyfriend, and then we broke up. But it was a cousin who didn't know that was my boyfriend because it wasn't like a long period of time.
Right.
So then we go to a family function, and then she shows up with the guy as her date. And I was like, what's he doing here? Like, and then of course he slid through, you know how guys are on the creep, and then was like, what's up? I didn't know you was going to be here, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like telling her, like, you know, he was just trying to pick up on me again, like, cut him off, like, you know. But,
she didn't
you know, no, she didn't. Yeah. She had to learn.
Folks are hard-headed.
Yeah. And then she learned why I cut him off.
Like, he dated me, you my cousin, he know we, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, I just found I just really liked her and I wanted to try.
Yeah.
Even though
another family member.
Have you ever dated one of your friends' girls or anything like that? Or your friends ever date one of your girls? Your exes or anything?
Yeah. No. Or the mom?
Not any of my like.
Not
any of like my dude.
You might be, 20. Mom might be 40. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Only I mean like when I like if you don't count like elementary school when it's like I date her or we both dating a girl like that bullshit. But other than that, nah, not as an adult. Like not anything past middle school really. I was like any of my like main dudes. They're not like literally if you bring somebody to me, I don't even care how fine she is, and we're like you're my guy. Like she's off limits for life for me. In my personal opinion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like if you're like because I can't go back and be like, yo man, you know we like each other and we want you to come to the wedding and be the best man. Like I can't do that.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
So
that's not gonna. One of my boys, his ex-girlfriend tried to holler at me, and that's the same conversation I had with her. I was like, yo, this is my man. It's like I'm gonna know him forever.
Right.
I was like, you think I'm finna go to a wedding with you and he gonna be? I said, what are you thinking about?
Yeah.
It don't make no sense.
Yeah, that's craziness.
Now I will
Yeah,
admit,
that's
like
kinda
in
crazy.
college, but see, this is a tricky situation. I did mess with a girl who apparently was talking to my boy, but when he introduced me to her, it didn't look like she didn't introduce herself as if like they were a thing. I think he just was on the impression that they were talking because they had conversation. But she gave him that friendly yada yada yada, and then I end up smashing. He goes, "Oh, that was the girl I was talking to." I'm like, first of all, you telling me hella late. Should have explained that before I got to it.
Yeah.
It's done now. Chances are I'm gonna hit again. Just throwing that out there.
Oh man, I don't think I've ever done that. Or I've dated somebody who, because once you know the history and girls talk, so it's like, no.
Right, they know everything about
Yeah.
That's a tricky. Some people people who do it. I mean, good for you for having that, that mindset. I guess that you can make that work. Because I can't.
I had friends. She's a kind of like a distant ex-friend. So one of
distant ex-friend.
Yeah, because I don't really talk to her, but she ended up becoming like best friends with my cousin. But then my cousin cut her off, and I had told her this girl is like one of the, what are they, sex fiends or whatever they call where they love the nymphos. Yeah. So then my cousin made the mistake of talking about the guy she was with, and then guess what? She hooked up with him because she wanted to know, and I was like, "See, I told you." I was like, she tried to hook up with everybody.
You got the dick reference.
Yeah, that was a big
girl
mistake.
Was like, "Yo, man, he was putting it down." She was like, "Oh, really?
Really? Yeah."
Okay.
Wait, the girl was a nymphomaniac?
Yeah.
How did you guys know this?
Well, I knew her in high school, so everybody in high school knew she was because she got busted with everybody.
First of all.
Yeah. Like she got busted with everybody.
She got busted with everybody.
I'm trying to figure out.
Wait,
I'm trying to figure out.
She hooked up with everybody probably.
But I'm trying to figure out.
And then she admits, like she said it.
But why? But what makes it? Why are you saying a nymphomaniac instead of like a hoe or something? Like what's the?
I mean,
did she do some extra?
Because she just
No, I'm asking like because like all right, so like I guess a hoe would be like I guess a woman or a person. It could be a person I guess.
Yeah.
Who just doesn't care who they're having sex with, but a nymphomaniac can't control it.
Yeah, that's what she. Right. That's what she told us. She can't control it. Yeah.
Sex addict, like
she told us that, and we were like, "What?" And we were like in high school,
looking at somebody like, "I have to fuck him now."
Wow.
And then there was this guy I was with one time at the club, and she was like, "Can I dance with him?" I'm like, "No."
Can I dance with him?
Yeah, I go no, and then she was trying to ask me questions about. I'm like, no. She was already checking him out. He looked like Method Man too. He was my Method Man love. I was
penis in my veins.
Did she ever get help for this?
I honestly don't know, but she obviously lost every friend she ever had. So
how do you have that?
I mean, I don't know.
Intervention.
She moved,
when I
so
see
I don't know.
Dicks, I just have to attack.
Yeah.
You think she became like an adult star, maybe?
Nah, I don't think so.
You should look her up. Maybe
I mean, I probably could, but I mean, I know she had like 2 kids, but
I mean, she don't got OnlyFans.
But it's still, she might. I don't know.
Them kids.
I went to school with she's a famous adult star named Miss Kitty, real small Asian chick. But in high school, they were saying the same thing, like, "Oh, bro, everybody," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And she just wasn't attractive. Like she just looked like like a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she got no body at all. But she allegedly she was like had the same issue. Like she just smashed everybody. But then she became a porn star, and so it all kind of made sense.
Now, you fucking daily.
And the thing that was crazy, it wasn't just our high school. Like, you interacted with the other schools, your rivalry schools or closest.
She's a Phoenix
Then
legend.
you find out she hooked up with people at that school. You're like, what? And then during the time that I was there in high school, they did what was called Unitown or Anytown. So what they did was they took a group of us to camping and do all this stuff for like a week. Swear to God, within that week, she done hooked up with all kinds of people.
And
we were like, what? We were like counselors, everybody. I was like, man.
That's the definition of when she walk in a room, anybody can get it.
Like it was. And I was like, damn.
That's crazy. I used to think the girls basketball coach at my high school, I used to think he was smashing the girls on the team.
Probably was. Because some of them younger teachers at that time, yeah, they would be flirting.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, what kind of dude want to coach the girls' basketball team, bro? I'm like,
were they even winning?
No, they sucked.
They sucked, all right.
He was the JV coach, so he was. And we had a good team.
That's commitment.
We went to the state, so he was a good coach, and he just like went. I was like, and he was a
little
young
suspect.
Dude. He was like 22, 23.
See,
that's what I was gonna say.
That's what I'm saying.
The young teachers, the one who like graduated,
went
to school, studied about 3 or 4 years.
He probably went there. I don't even know that, but he probably went there. I was like, this motherfucker.
There was some issues like that at my school. It wasn't so much with the sports team. There was 2 teachers in particular. One was rumored, but I think it might have been true. And then our librarian actually got caught.
What?
Librarian?
No, literally, our librarian got caught having sex with the girl who was his assistant in the library. No, she went to school.
No, was the librarian the assistant? Girl or a guy?
No, the librarian was a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that already sounds suspect. How you gonna have a guy librarian?
He was a creepy dude. Like he was like.
That just sounds.
I don't know what the ethnicity is because he's
Put that book right there,
black.
girl.
You know how like it's like that country over like near India, but he's not black, but he's like very dark. But you can tell that he's not black though. Like he might be like an Indian or something. One of those countries over there. But yeah, he was messing with the girl, and then one day we seen the cops show up during school. Like, what's going on? They brought him out because they found out because she got pregnant.
Damn.
Now, but what's crazy is
are they together?
I don't know if they're still together, but they do have 3 children together. So they kept going. Yeah, they kept doing their thing. I mean,
wait, but
at the time when that happened,
what was the age difference? That's what I was gonna say. What was his age difference?
I think either he was in his late 20s or early 30s, and at the time she was the same grade as me, so she had to be like 17. Because it was before it was my junior year when that happened. Yeah.
Dang.
So she just said.
But if they ended up together and they had 3 kids,
hey, what can you do?
Getting it cracking in the library, man.
It was getting it cracking. I know.
Returning the book.
Everybody's like, damn, this is wrong. And I was like, if that had been like a female librarian, I'd have been like, that's my dream. And I'm like, right.
When you said it was a male librarian,
it just sounded kind of, yeah. Like, we can't get in the library. Every time you're trying to get in the library, it's all locked.
Did you guys have a crush on your teachers?
Okay, so there's one teacher. I ain't gonna say her name, but she did this thing like she was a math teacher, and anybody who was in that class, if I brought her name up, they know what the fuck I'm talking about. But you know how they have the overheads?
Yeah.
The overhead, and she would write. She used to do this thing where her leg would like twitch, so she would like keep moving her leg while she's writing, but her booty would jiggle every time. So every time she'd be writing and be doing this, and we would just be like, yo, because it would just do that little. And we was like, yes, and she looked good. So we were
Wait,
like,
what grade were you?
I was in. Should I probably give it off? Whatever. I was a sophomore. And then she ended up dating another teacher. I think they might have got married. They might not have. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was very specific. She used to. I'm telling you that little thing because we would talk about it like people who took that class. Like we'd be on the track card like, hey, see which one cause like, yeah, we should be doing that thing. I was like, nigga, like, bruh,
she be doing that thing.
Bro, I can't focus. Like, all geometry out the window.
That's
I don't know nothing about no triangles. What's the circumference of that ass? Like,
that's funny.
I
don't think I did.
No?
Nah, I never had any, like, they were either old or the youngest one that I had in high school, he was friends with my cousin. Like, they went to high school, but he wasn't, like, attractive. But he let us get away with everything because we were cousins, so. But,
that's cool.
They were, like,
But
old and
you
stuff.
didn't like him, though.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
some
of my teachers, we had a couple of young teachers. There was one teacher that was rumored to have messed with a couple of guys at the school. Well, is it true? I don't know till this day. But I have a hunch that, it could have been.
Wow. A little extra credit.
I was upset because I didn't get my turn, but we ain't going to talk about that.
I didn't get my turn. Did you, Nick? Any teachers?
Man, I had the biggest crush on my science teacher. Yeah, but she was bad though. Like, oh my gosh, she was crazy. But and we met her husband because they had like a parent teacher meeting.
Yeah.
And he came up to the school one time, and he was like this little short dude, We was everybody in the school was mad. Like we could not believe this lady.
That's funny.
Looked like
But she's a science teacher, so.
Yeah, she looked just like a girl from Baby Boy.
Taraji?
Dead on Taraji.
Oh,
like a young
wow.
Taraji. She looked dead on Taraji.
Oh.
I
love you so much, Jody.
Yeah, man.
Jody.
So I was like, and I used to try to flirt with her all the like every single day. I was on it. I would bring her stuff. I was like, yo, what's up? I'm saying. I was like, yeah, you know my
Get
uncle,
that A.
My uncle Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could slide you an autograph. You know what I'm
Hilarious. I see
saying?
you in high school. You ever want to be in a movie? I just
Yeah.
Y'all,
You was trying everything.
was
That's
trying
funny.
everything.
And why not?
Yeah. She was like, boy, get away from here. I was like,
Right.
Throw that fake autograph away.
That's funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, we actually got the number up here now. If you guys ever want to call in, we got 747-260-0268. Again, that is 747-260-0268.
Yeah.
Or really half an 8 because the 8 kind of missing, you know, all of its turn and all that. But we ain't going to talk about that.
It's all big.
But brushing up. Before we get into a few other things, I know you guys are on to the games. Are anybody watching the NBA Finals?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm going for Boston tonight, man. I'm not feeling too confident though.
I don't think. Yeah.
You got to think about it. It's Game 6, so we got to deal with Game 6 Clay. I know freaking Steph is gonna do something because even though they won the last game, he didn't make. It was his first game in 233 games that he hasn't made a 3-pointer, and he's the best 3-point shooter of all time.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
He didn't make us. He went 0 for 8 for 3.
Dang.
I feel
He
like
still got like 20 points though.
I feel like if Steph don't go for 40, they're not gonna win.
Yeah.
And
But
that's
his,
the only thing.
but his team stepped up last game because he, like I said, people.
Yeah,
were acting
they
like,
did.
People were acting like Steph didn't do good. He had an off night, but still had almost 20 points.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I think Boston, they look more consistent all around the board. But you got Steph Curry. Shit, if I got Steph Curry on my team, man, I take it.
he's so like after watching Game 4, you just realize how unguardable that man is.
Yeah.
And it's insane.
I was like,
it's
dang.
insane, like really dealing with that. Like you can't do much. He dribbles, you can't go with the dribble.
Yeah.
He shoots,
When he throws.
he pulls up. Now you got Jordan Poole pulling up half court shots too. He did it twice in the finals.
Oh yeah.
He's
saw that
definitely
too.
the most unguardable point guard I've ever seen.
Mhm.
He is, because a lot of people like they'll dribble past you and maybe they'll make a layup or you know the shot isn't as strong, but he'll bust. He'll dribble past you or he'll pull up from 40.
Like his floater game is incredible. His mid range is incredible. His 3-point is out to 50, 60 feet. Like, so
And if you foul him, you know he's making the free throw. So like,
he's great. Yeah, he's shooting 99 from the line. He's great at splitting the defense. He could pass the ball with both hands.
yeah.
He could scoop layup. He could reverse
Yeah.
layup. Like there's nothing.
Nothing that they can.
There's no
no
real
option.
flaws in his game. Like people can
Yeah.
say size, but I mean like even he's gotten stronger. Like
He's too quick. Like you can't even press up on him. Like he just gonna go by you. So there's literally nothing you can do.
his hand-eye coordination is crazy. Because like you said, with like his floaters, like he hits floaters effortlessly. Like a lot of times people study that he be hitting it like it's a regular layup.
Even he got like a high scoop layup he be doing that be going in.
Yeah.
It looks crazy.
Literally, he'll do a finger roll, toss that shit right over their head.
It looks crazy.
And you're like,
but
dang.
I've never seen nothing like it. So
And people laugh too. They're like, man, he just be throwing that up. I'm like, this motherfucker, if you watch his practices, he practices those shots. Like he'll go up, I'm putting up 300 layups like that.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr said that he said he has the same arrogance as Michael Jordan, which is a scary thing to imagine. But I
He
mean,
does,
Oh,
but he
wow. I
doesn't
never
show it like
thought
Michael
about
Jordan
that.
though. But
Right.
they talked about how he's like, he's very like I know I'm a certain way, and he takes like with their. Do you ever see the Last Dance? But Michael Jordan always talk about like how he took things personal. Like if you said something to him, he took it personal.
Yeah.
That's what I think Steph has.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they said something about his wife can't cook. This motherfucker.
Oh, that
wore-
was funny
you
as
see the
hell.
T-shirt
He
he wore in
said,
the press
"Aisha can
conference.
cook."
Yeah, it's
It was
like,
outside a restaurant, and then he wore that shirt. I was like, that's hilarious.
It's his wife.
But I feel like in any aspect of life, to push yourself every day, you have to be kind of petty and find little things to kind of.
You do. Because look at like the Kobe.
Push him.
Anybody who has that type of work ethic, because they say his work ethic is insane.
Yeah.
Well,
Ain't
just
nobody
look at
run-
when he practices, and then he just shoots, and you're like, he makes
and
the
then
shots.
also he's running the whole game.
Yeah.
Like trying to guard Curry would be insane. Not just because of like his skills. His skill off the dribble is crazy. You really have to follow this man. He's running here. He's running here. He gets open shots.
They showed. Did you guys see that clip that they were showing with Michael Jordan? That Michael. Oh no, I'm sorry. With Kobe. Kobe said, "I figured it out. I figured him out." And basically, he was saying that to guard Steph, you have to guard him a certain way. Like you can't get him in the front. You can't get him on the. You have to guard him on the side. And they were trying to show like the clip of how he was trying to guard to stop him.
Yeah, Steph
And I was
busted that
like,
ass.
Yeah, I
oh
was gonna
man,
say,
it was
he
actually kind of
tried-
cool,
he
you
tried
know.
that shit,
He
but-
busted.
Yeah,
he busted
but
a,
he still
He
hit.
busted a
I was
30-foot
like-
three on Kobe.
Yeah.
In the face.
That's how I was
you
like,
can
yeah.
try it,
And that's no disrespect saying because Kobe's a hell of a defender.
Yeah.
But like Steph, he just because once he knows that a player like him, if he's like, oh, somebody can guard me this way, he won't be guarding me like that in the next few games. He gonna figure that out.
He gonna switch it up or do something.
He's
Yeah,
gonna figure that out.
Yeah, it's just some people out there. You just gotta like.
Because Marcus Smart can defend. They think he was defensive player of the year this year, and he has trouble with Steph.
He's only a second guard to ever win it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, was it Gary Payton? Yeah,
and Marcus Smart, the only 2 guards in the history of the NBA
to get defensive player. So obviously he can defend. Even him, it's rough guarding. It's hard to guard that man.
You ain't got a chance.
They did good last game because they focused only on him.
Now that's what I would do. If I'm Boston, I'm just gonna say, look, if Klay Thompson want to score 70, whatever.
Yeah.
What's not gonna happen is Steph Curry's gonna score anything over 20 points.
Right. And that was the goal last game. Anytime he got open, it was a switch immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
What happened was, but then Draymond showed up. Andrew Wiggins showed up and had almost 30. And then Klay Thompson came in. He went for like 22. Like everybody else got buckets. So it just happened to work. And every announcer was like, if they can win without Steph doing his thing, then Boston's in trouble.
Yeah. I'll make you prove it, man. You're going to have to do it 2 more games.
Yeah.
Dang, so if they play
Jason Tatum is
today,
still getting active though.
they play Sunday
I like him.
at Warriors if they lose.
I feel like, Steph might close out tonight.
Yeah.
Where they
Father's Day
They're playing in
Sunday.
Boston.
They're playing in Boston. The
That's what I
next
said,
one will be Sunday,
He's
Father's Day.
That's the only advantage
Yeah.
because they're in Boston. That energy is different over there.
He's not going to win. He's not going to win tonight. They're going to win it.
They're gonna want to win it at home, but do you want to risk?
Yeah.
But I feel like in a game 7, Steph Curry is going to have the advantage because them boys never played in a game 7.
Right.
Oh,
that pressure
yeah.
is ridiculous.
Might be.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
this-
another thing.
Dang.
This is their first closeout game though, so
Yeah.
And Steph Curry don't have no pressure on him. Like, if he doesn't win, it's not going to do anything.
right.
Like, no one cares. Like,
Mhm.
he's got enough rings. He got
3 rings already.
Yeah, he's got enough
Should have 5,
accolades.
but yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean,
If
nobody
he would have
cares.
won the last 2, he would have had 6 this year. I'd have been like, Jordan, what's up?
That's crazy, yeah.
Dang, I should have bet.
Because Toronto was iffy, but they definitely should have beat Cleveland when they were down 3-1. I mean, I know LeBron is amazing, but you lost how many games in a row?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I think Kawhi Leonard is everybody's kryptonite for some reason. Like, when you watch him play against all those great players, for whatever reason, he gets the best of them.
Kawhi, at least I can't say pre-injury because he's still good. He was, in my opinion, he was the best two-way player in the league when they won. Like, because he could play. I mean, his offense is good. There's other people that have similar offense or better, but his defense was just as strong. Like,
Yeah.
most players, you won't get two-way like that. Klay Thompson, before injury, was in the same category to me.
Dang.
Because he would lock anybody up.
Mm-hmm.
I said behind Kawhi, I thought he was. Now he's a little bit slower. He's getting older. He got 2 major injuries, but he's still doing his thing though.
Yeah.
But you don't get that same Klay we had like 3 years ago though.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if the Warriors pull this shit off, man.
If they do.
Because people didn't expect them to even make it to the playoffs, let alone the finals again. They're like, oh, Klay's back, but he hurt.
And James Wiseman not even playing this shit.
Yeah.
They got some numbers over there.
Andrew Wiggins is looking like a star after last game.
They call him Maple Jordan.
Maple Jordan? Hilarious.
Maple Jordan.
From Canada. So that's fucking hilarious.
Maple Jordan?
That's his nickname, Maple Jordan.
Hey, he found his groove, though. He found that confidence. Now he's like, they must be like, hey, bro, just shoot. Because he up here busting shots. He dunking on people. He driving the lane aggressively, not thinking nothing of it.
Mm-hmm. It shows Caesars Sportsbook has Boston as the 3.5-point favorites to win.
Tonight?
Yeah, with the over-under set at 210.5 points.
To be realistic, it'd be hard for me to say that Celtics aren't going to win tonight.
Yeah.
Because I said it's home. It's a closeout game. They don't want to go. They don't want to lose. So, I mean, they're probably going to come out on fire.
Yeah.
But I did predict before the finals that the Warriors would win in 6. So, if it happens, I'm in the
Oh, yeah.
good,
You didn't put no money on it?
Ooh.
I did, nah.
You ever bet?
I've bet like little games and stuff like with football. I've lost.
What's the most you
Football
ever won?
I've
He
lost.
said I lost.
He said, I know. He lost.
Hey, now what about you? And I know Arizona you could bet, right?
Yeah.
I know you. This big time bet.
I bet a couple. I've won a couple hundred.
I lost.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad.
I didn't lose like a ton of money because I'm very secure. Like, I don't want to bet that much. I'll bet like $100. But I bet on the Seahawks against the Patriots when they went to the Super Bowl.
Ooh, damn,
Oh, yeah.
And then that little pass at the end.
Damn, that had to hurt.
And I was
Dude, and that was such
I was
a
in
good. I
Arizona.
know.
I drove over there. I was ready for the time.
Yeah, I remember.
Like,
Is that the Brady comeback game?
That was the one where like we were good. All we had to do was give Marshawn Lynch the ball.
All
He
you
got-
need.
he
That
got
was when he
in
messed
the
up.
ends.
Remember towards the
Yeah, that
end.
was on
threw it and he got
y'all.
the interception.
Yeah, that was
I'm
on
like,
y'all.
It was the
That
worst,
wasn't
yeah.
even Brady. That was y'all.
No.
did that.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
It
was,
wasn't.
That's the worst.
Because everybody's like, oh, Pete Carroll with a bad call. I'm like, if I'm Russell Wilson and I'm at the 1 yard line and I got Marshawn Lynch behind me, with two,
Why didn't you
what's
do it?
funny is
Everybody
it
remember.
wasn't like
Everybody
it was
was
the
like,
last
why?
play. You had 2 plays left.
Yes.
at least give him one down the hole because he ain't gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That was,
They messed that up.
They threw the interception.
I was like, dang.
what was the Brady comeback game? Not the last one. He won, the one before that,
Mhm.
maybe. Who did they play?
Because he's gone like
The last one he won with the Patriots.
I think he's gone 9 times and he's won. Oh, he's gone 8 times and won 6.
No, he's
or
been
7.
there like 10.
Because he lost 2.
Yeah, he's been
lost
there a
it.
long.
He
He
Oh,
lost
wow.
2 to the, he lost 2 to the Giants,
Let me see.
and he has 7 rings, I think.
Something like that. The last
Yeah,
one
he has
he,
that. He has
Ridiculous,
the last
dude.
one he won in
Let's
New
see what his
England,
Super Bowl
I
record
won
is.
$500. I was up.
Because they went down.
I was up at Jamie's house and they getting whipped on, and it's
Mhm.
it's going into the 4th, and this dude is in the kitchen. He just talking shit, and he's like, "Come on, anybody want to bet?" And I'm like, "All right, I bet." He's like,
Mhm.
"How much?" And I was like, "I bet $100." So as the game keeps going, the Patriots come back. He like, "Nah, fuck that, bet another 100. You ain't gonna do shit." So we get up to $500. I only had $100 on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm watching the game. Like, there's no way Brady gonna lose this game.
Man.
And that motherfucker pulled that shit up. I just started laughing. I said, that's fucking hilarious.
He was good.
Dang.
Because you about to be like, oh, Jamie, can you spot me for 500?
He's
Hey,
been
I-
in 10.
Like,
He's been
Yeah,
in 10
10
Super
Super
Bowls.
Bowls.
Yeah.
I was going to say he lost 3? I mean, he
1,
would have
2,
lost 3
3.
then,
Yeah, he lost 3.
That's crazy. 10
Isn't that
Super
crazy?
Bowls.
10
What did he
Super
lose to? He
Bowls.
lost to the Giants twice. I think it's funny that he's probably the
Oh,
great-
that's the one
he's
that
probably
they
the
always
greatest-
clown.
he's
That
the
Eli.
greatest quarterback of all time. But
Eli-
can't beat Eli Manning.
Yeah, he can't with Eli. He
Sometimes
lost
they got
twice.
your number, man.
2008 and 2012 to the Giants.
Yeah, twice. He got
That was the
Twice.
one. The first one was the one where that dude
2018
caught
was
that crazy catch.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, they
I
beat
was
them.
over Philly that game too.
Damn.
I was like, get Tom Brady out. Get him out of there.
10 trips? God damn.
In the NFL, that's crazy.
2015 defeated
LeBron
Seattle.
went to the finals.
Sorry, Will.
Yeah, that's interesting.
28 to 24.
LeBron went to
I
the finals
remember
quite a
that
bit,
too.
'cause he has what 4 rings,
Mm-hmm.
but he's been there 9.
Who?
times?
9 or 10
Who?
9 or 10 times. How many times has LeBron went to the finals?
9 or 10 times? Some crazy shit. That's
No,
crazy.
because at one point he was going like every year. Whether he lost or not, he was in that bitch.
Oh yeah, he
every year in
was.
Miami, they went to the finals.
Because they didn't win. Oh yeah, because he won 2 in Miami, but they lost 1 in Miami to the Spurs.
Mhm.
So that's 3 right there. The Celtics and the Warriors went against each other
Let's see
3
his
times?
record in the finals.
It's another 6.
He's played in the NBA Finals 10 out of 18 seasons.
10 out of 18
That's a
Dang, that's
bad boy, man.
crazy.
Right.
That's a-
10,
And
like,
he's
That's
won
a-
on 3, and he's won on 3 teams.
That's a bad boy, man.
He came over to the Lakers and won in a
God,
bubble.
can you imagine?
Won 2
Like,
in Miami, won 1 in Cleveland. His Cleveland one was his. Even though I like the Lakers, his Cleveland was the best one. Just
Oh, yeah.
he came back from 3-1 for his own city. That's got to be the feeling of the world. Like that's like going to your hometown and be like, I got this, y'all. Like, we ain't never won. I'm gonna make something happen.
And to be
Yeah.
like the gritty team, you beat the team that's supposed to win.
They
you
beat
know.
a team that had won 73 games.
Yeah,
Like
he made a hell of a case, boy.
Dang.
That's
that's
a
a
bad
statement.
boy, man.
Yeah.
it says he went 4 in a row with Miami Heat and then 4 in a row with Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's a bad boy, man.
Wow.
That's a bad
And then
boy.
he went with the Lakers.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna win next year.
You
LeBron pacing to the Lakers. I mean, I gotta see.
Next year?
No
I
offense,
don't
it's like
know.
and I like Westbrook, but they got to make an adjustment. If they can get either another point
Something-
guard,
you can see the
another
energy
point
being
guard
on.
or a sharpshooter, they need somebody who can just shoot.
Yeah.
Lights out.
You could win with Westbrook.
You think?
I mean, well, they
I
got
don't
they got
know.
they got a new coach too, don't they?
You got to. The only time Westbrook has ever been good.
Oh, yeah, I think
is
they
in
did.
Oklahoma, right? And if
Mhm.
anybody
'Cause
remembers
they played his
Oklahoma,
game.
they put Harden at the 1,
Right.
and they will
Mhm.
make Westbrook play off the ball. And that's what anybody. Just because he's 6'3" doesn't make him a point guard. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like he's a 2 guard. He's just 6'3".
He's athletic as fuck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a 2 guard. I would just turn him into a slasher. You know, just get him going downhill.
Right.
Mhm.
That's
know,
where he's
spot
strong.
up,
Coming down
yeah.
the court ain't for him.
Yeah, bringing the
Yeah.
ball up is the worst idea for Westbrook because he's gonna try to take it to the basket.
He's
Mhm.
gonna try to take it to the basket. He's already looking to shoot, knowing he ain't no
Right.
3-point shooter. Like,
Yeah.
Right. I'd rather pass the ball once or twice before he touches it,
right.
and then if he
Mhm.
decides to shoot and shit, it doesn't matter. 'cause
Cool.
Everybody
Yeah.
touches the ball. You
Because
know?
if he goes to the basket, he's solid. But his mid range is decent. His out when he shoots from 3, I'm like, here we go.
Like damn.
Yeah, I don't understand that shit.
I don't get it. You got to be smart. Like, what's his name? I don't know if you watched the last game, but like Gary Payton Jr. or whatever. He was wide open and he saw Curry coming on the pick and he's like, oh, put the ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the ball. He's the best shooter in the world. Like,
why would I shoot this ball?
Yeah.
That's what Dennis Rodman said that in the interview. They asked him why he never shot the ball in Chicago. He said, because I played with Michael Jordan. He said, why would I shoot the ball and I'm playing with the greatest scorer of all time?
I get rebounds and I play hella defense. And he does that.
He was like, it makes no sense. He was like, I'm not shooting the ball.
The defense.
He's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless I'm just wide open and it's here and I have to take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense,
No,
but
if you
like,
you probably don't remember, no, Dennis Rodman wouldn't even shoot those.
that's crazy.
He would get the ball, be wide
Dennis
open into the
Rodman.
basket, and dribble out, find Jordan, pass him the ball,
And that's it. He knew.
and go back to rebounding. And I was like, bro, that's the kind of guy I need on my team.
Just a rebounder.
And everybody know that boy can get some boards. He was
Feel me?
so aggressive. I think they
Yeah,
even said
he
that Dennis
was.
Rodman, was it the coach? I think they may at one point said Dennis Rodman was probably the most athletic player on that team.
They say he's probably the most athletic player ever playing in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like,
Just in terms of
I
like
believe
physical
it.
specimen, he's like 6'9", 6'10", can board
no,
on
he's
anybody.
6'7".
Is he?
He's a little dude. He's 6'7", bro.
I thought he was taller than
Really?
No, he's only
that. If
6'7".
you
Dennis
see
Rodman?
pulling boards like that, that's insane.
I
That's
used to like when he
that's
colored
like
his
what's
hair.
his face who used to play for the Pistons, Ben Wallace.
Dennis
He
Rodman.
was like
He's
6'8",
only like- yeah, he's only like
strong
6'8",
dude
yeah.
though.
Yeah,
He was playing center.
6'7".
Yeah, Rodman's like I met Dennis Rodman. He looked crazy as shit in person.
Yeah.
but-
I met.
I liked
can
it when he
imagine.
colored his hair. It was all crazy.
Oh yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, he was notable for that.
Were you a Barkley fan, A-Dot?
Charles Barkley.
Barkley?
Was bad
Oh
too.
yeah.
He was, a
He
Barkley
was
fan?
good,
Kevin
yeah.
Johnson? Did you watch those sons?
KJ.
KJ and Barkley? Okay.
My cousin was so in love with KJ.
Oh.
Yeah. Dan Marley.
I hated Dan Marley.
Did you?
I don't know why. I
You
didn't
know,
like
he
him either. I
opened
just
up
didn't
like
like him.
the best sports bars ever when he
In-
retired.
in,
Yeah.
for him.
Phoenix?
Yes.
Good for him.
Those,
Shout out
they
to
were the
Dan,
spots,
Shout out to
man.
Dan Marley.
Hey man, get your
It was
money.
like right across from the arena, and that was like the spot.
They knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't like Dan
Marley.
Marley. I just didn't like him.
I did like
As soon
it.
as I
Yeah.
seen him on the court, I was like, I don't like this guy.
KJ. Charles Barkley. Oh yeah, I used to like seeing him and Jordan play against each other because
I
during
love
that time
Charles
they were
Barkley,
like
yeah.
best friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw him out
Ain't
at the
nobody
clubs
best friend
too.
with Jordans on the court.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
if Jordan didn't play, I think Barkley might have got 2 rings out that thing, man.
Yeah, he might have.
Barkley?
Yeah,
I believe that.
especially during that time.
Barkley
Oh
was
man.
really, really good, man.
Mhm.
Barkley was- yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah.
don't remember, like, that boy was good.
There's
He
a
was, yeah.
reason. Yeah, he's one of the best at
Yeah.
that position. He's what 6'6",
Mhm.
playing powerful. You can't guard him. He can jump. I mean, there was a lot of things Barkley could do.
Yeah. It was fun watching the games.
He
What they
was
call it? Round mound rebound, what they call it?
right because like I
Yeah.
said, he was a shorter, I would say, power forward, but he was just strong. He's just a strong player,
Yeah.
like a Ben Wallace,
he
but had a
was.
better shot.
Yeah, because he was only 6'6".
He was like Zion, because Zion's about 6'6". People don't know that he's not. He's big, but he's a 6'6" and jumping like that.
Yeah, that's scary. Do you see they did his
Dang.
contract kind of like they're doing the NFL contracts, where they're going to have a lot of
Mhm.
incentives. So, like, if he plays a certain amount of game, then he qualifies for a certain bonus.
Oh,
So, say they sign him to a $100 million contract or a $200 million, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And say $80 million is guaranteed.
Mhm.
The next $50 million is qualified if you play whatever,
You know,
70
Yeah.
something games or whatever it is, you know. And then if you stay in shape for the whole season,
Mhm.
you get this amount of money.
Mm.
You know, if you make the All-Star team, you get this amount. So hopefully it works out for the kids, you know.
It does.
Yeah,
Hopefully
He's a
it works
big
out for the
boy.
kids.
that would be good.
It's so crazy so crazy to think about how athletic he is for his size. 'Cause he's like literally built like a defensive end. Like he's 6'6".
Yeah.
At this point, he's probably like 300 right now.
Yeah.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
because he wasn't small.
And I'm sure he can still
Yeah.
jump. If he lost weight, if he dropped down to like 250, it'd be insane how high he would get off the ground.
He probably play small
That's crazy.
forward. He probably play small forward if he got down that small.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a lot of football players who could jump like that, though. A lot of people don't know that, but there's a lot of big football players. A lot of
Yeah.
them
People don't
get off the
realize
ground.
that. It's like you got to
They
think
be big.
about when you're like watching a running back in the NFL and they're, let's say, 5'11", 6 foot, about 250 pounds, running like a 4.3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anybody like that can leap.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, he's probably gonna jump
Oh
off the
yeah.
Right. And that's crazy to have that amount of power.
Yeah.
'Cause I'd be thinking about what if you lost 20 pounds?
Yeah.
You'd probably be an Olympic sprinter or a jumper or like.
Olympic sprinter.
Yeah.
That's
It's
funny.
a fact, because freaking Tariq Hill, I mean, he's not big like that, but he fast as shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dang. Good old.
Because what's his face went and
Basketball.
raced the Olympic qualifiers. What's his name from DK Metcalf?
Mhm.
He decided, you know what, off season he went and did track and he raced some of the people who were training for like the Olympics and he actually didn't
Yeah.
do bad.
Oh, that's not bad.
He ran a 10-300, and he's 6'3", 220 pounds.
Mm.
I was like, if you lost like 15 pounds and trained, you might be in the same category as them. That's crazy.
The same
at that
category.
size, yeah. As far as speed goes, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It's crazy that somebody that big can run that fast. You can't run from him.
Yeah.
And you can't fight him.
Right.
Before we get off sports,
Running fast.
Ada, did you watch the softball championship game?
Nah, I didn't get a chance to.
Come on, what you doing?
Sorry.
Oklahoma won.
Oklahoma did win?
Oklahoma won.
Nice.
My school won a few years back. UW, University of Washington.
Softball.
Yeah.
It's fun watching them though.
Yeah, I watched the highlights.
I like watching that. Yeah.
Man, I love watching
I'm gonna
softball.
have to check out the
It
highlights.
fascinates me that somebody can throw the ball that fast.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And I know like there's a science, you've been doing it your whole year, but I'm just so used to throwing this way. When I see somebody go,
incredible.
I'm like,
dude,
how you
change ups,
do that?
everything,
Like,
little knuckleballs or whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
man.
I remember when I used to pitch too at a certain point when I was younger.
Mhm.
And so my grandfather, he came from the old school Frank Sinatra type era.
Okay.
So he'd be like, you gotta spit, and then you get that knuckle, and then he would like show me little tricks.
To throw it underhand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and actually some
shit.
of it worked. Cause like they used to use me because when I would change up, I figured out how to do it super slow. So it like looks like it's going fast, and then all of a sudden it just drops. And so he would show me all these little tricks and stuff.
That's dope.
Shout out to Grandpa,
Old school
Grandpa
teaching.
Chili.
See what I'm saying?
Spit on-
Old school.
spit
He'd
on
be
it.
like, spit.
Them old school remedies.
Because then
man.
I was like, what are you trying to give me them oils and stuff? You know how they do all them
Yeah.
oils and stuff? Like, I ain't doing all that. That was
He
funny.
said you put
The
oregano
old-
and essential oils on
He's
your
all,
ball.
yeah.
Like,
I was like,
Throw that
man, you were
motherfucker.
showing me the old school tricks.
that's funny.
That used to be fun, though. But then what happens is you also have to keep working out, like, your arm and your elbow. Because otherwise you'll end up getting,
Tommy
what is
John
that, like
and,
yeah,
I seen
or
somebody.
messing up, yeah.
I seen somebody get the Tommy John in the
Mhm.
game.
Mm.
He went to throw the baseball. His arm, the ligament just snapped. in
That-
his elbow.
yeah.
It was
Sucks.
just, oh my god.
It's,
I
yeah.
had to turn the YouTube channel. I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah.
That
This
should
is
be
too
hurt.
much.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Baseball can be a scary sport.
Mhm.
For the sake of like when somebody's pitching and you get hit, like if that ball's coming fast right at the pitcher, I'd be thinking
Oh,
that should
yeah.
be crazy to me.
No, did you see
Sucks when you get hit.
the back catcher
Mhm.
just got hit the other day with
The-
the
oh,
bat.
did you see
Went
the
through- it went through
the
bat.
ref? Yeah,
Went
the
at
ref.
and the bat
yeah,
went through the mask. That
the
shit was
bat.
crazy.
The guy went and he, and you're swinging and
Yeah.
then he let go or whatever, then it flipped
Yeah,
and then
hit you
it
in the
showed
face.
it went,
That shit
like
went
it went
right through the
like
little hole.
right through that little hole on the
Wow.
umpire's
right.
mouth.
I think it broke the little
His
bone
thing,
right
yeah.
there in the middle of his face.
I gotta watch that.
I was like,
Phil
wow.
was cruel. He's like, I gotta see this.
And that
I don't
sucks
believe it.
too. That's one of the things you learn too when you're hitting, how to drop your bat because they
yeah,
fly,
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
everywhere.
sometimes he'll be yop and just
You're
throw that
like,
shit.
yeah,
There used to be rules
like,
around that
damn.
when I was in school. Like if you threw the bat, it was like a penalty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, you in trouble.
You're not supposed to throw the bat like that.
Yeah, we got to get softball going though. Roll out digital softball.
Definitely.
Softball, yeah.
That'll
just-
be
just for
fun.
some fun, man.
I want to do that in airsoft. We gotta go with the airsoft guns, man.
The airsoft. Oh yeah,
You gotta go airsoft shooting. Invite everybody out.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
You got to do that.
You know what I'm saying? We got all the shows gonna have their teams.
Yeah.
Damn.
Get out there, about 4 to 5 people. You know what I'm saying? See who wins. You
Damn.
record it, get some GoPros.
Right.
We got to,
No, I'm just
we got to
kidding.
assemble some guests.
Assemble, assemble,
Get us a starting five going. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
assemble.
Some laser tag.
Come on, Avengers. No, I'm just
Come on,
kidding.
Avengers or the boys.
The boys.
Oh, the boys.
I love
Oh,
that
You
that
watch
show.
it?
A-Dot put me
Yes,
on.
Yeah.
dude, that show's so
I
good. The
fucking love-
boys.
I have not seen a bad episode, bro.
No.
I'm truly impressed.
I
Now
just
I gotta
watched
go back.
the latest new one, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
yeah,
I was
I
like, "Oh my god."
Now I gotta catch up.
Yeah, that show is just
I'm still in the
unbelievable.
first season, but it's good though.
We
Like,
can go ahead and
Yeah.
jump straight into that too. Let's talk about some shows that we watching.
Yeah.
Nice little segue. So you got The Boys. It's definitely a show that people are watching
Yeah.
right now, especially because they got the new season out.
Yeah.
No spoilers for me because I do got to catch up.
it's
what else
so
is out
good.
there? We got Stranger Things. People popping off.
Oh,
The
yeah.
first part,
The last of the season 4 will come out, I think, in a couple weeks.
July. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think mid-July.
Yeah.
I was actually waiting. I was gonna watch it all in one run. But
Oh, you were. Oh,
yeah. That's why I
yeah.
haven't watched it. I was like, now. I
But
just
they're
wanna
like
watch it through.
They're like hour long. You're like, oh man, another hour.
the
The
Stranger
show's
Like,
good. The show's
yeah,
though.
because some of them they be long.
The show is good.
Mhm.
What's the other show? All American just came out with their 4th season on Netflix. it
Oh
is.
yeah, I gotta
So you
start.
can watch it if you want to binge watch it.
Yeah.
I'm about to finish that.
Johnson. If people watch that,
What show?
their TV show's gonna come out. Season 2, Johnson.
No, I haven't
Johnson
watched that show.
TV show.
What's that show about?
Season 2. It's about 4 guys who grew up together. Their last names are Johnson, so people thought they were all related, but they really weren't. It's just their last name, but they grew up as best friends, and then it shows like different things that happened in their lives, like different scenarios. It's really good though.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah. So season 2, I know comes out.
A couple nice
I can't
shows
wait for
out
that.
there.
What
Tying
other
into the
TV
film
shows?
world, I was gonna say TV and film. I don't know if did you guys watch that movie Hustle with Adam Sandler?
No,
I didn't watch it, but
your
my
dad said it was good.
I liked it. It was good.
Was it good?
Stuff. Yeah, it was good.
I might have to watch it because
If
they
you're,
said
especially if you're a basketball, like if you're a basketball fan, you like watching like them uplifting type movies. It literally like right after I watched, I was like, I'm going to the NBA today. Nigga, get out of my face. Like, I'm about to go out and start running. It's one of those type of movies. You'll like want to work out after you watch it.
I like the fact
And
that
you're
there's a lot
like,
of NBA players.
They did.
Yeah, so I like
Like
the-
surprisingly, like
yeah.
even the main character played for the Jazz. Like so they everybody with Trey Young
Well,
was
I
in it.
might have to
Aaron
watch.
Gordon.
Oh, they
Oh,
were.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh, that's what's up. They get
Now,
actors
now I'm really gonna have to watch it.
No, there's a bunch of people in it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh,
Why,
because
Aaron Gordon?
it looks like it.
Like,
Who'd you say?
you
Aaron Gordon.
fan?
You're
I
Aaron
know you ain't
Gordon
worried
fan?
about Trey
Aaron
Young
Gordon?
because he's small.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
thought you
I like
said
Trae
Aaron-
Young.
I thought you was an Aaron Gordon fan because he played in Arizona.
Yeah.
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 I thought you was on that. Yeah, I thought Anthony. I seen some clips. I thought Anthony Edwards. He looked like he did a good job.
Anthony
with
Edwards was
acting.
in it too. Yeah.
Oh,
I
he
like
is?
Anthony.
Oh,
He was an
wow.
asshole in the movie
Okay.
too.
I like out of all the young guys, that's my guy right there.
Anthony Edwards can ball.
Yeah, he looked like he did all right acting though. So it
Yeah,
didn't
no,
look
he
too
did.
bad.
His character was like it was believable. He was funny too because he was an asshole.
Was he
Yeah.
better than Ray Allen in He Got Game?
Acting wise, they're
Oh.
two completely different characters.
Because Ray Allen killed that for somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
never-
he actually he
he
did.
never acted before. So.
Nah, Ray. I'm giving Ray Allen his
Ray
flowers on
Allen,
that
he
one.
really did.
He wasn't
did a
no
good
he wasn't no
job.
Ray Allen because Ray Allen carried a whole movie.
Yeah.
Edward just had
That's a
his
good
scenes.
point. That's a good point.
Edward just had his scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like he would come in and he would make like little comments to the dude.
Okay.
And
okay.
that's your daughter over there.
Dang.
She gonna be my daughter after the game. Like little
Yeah.
nitpicky comments. Like so. I thought that was good on his part. But the movie overall was good, though. I mean, Adam Sandler movies, I've always been a fan. I like how he's doing the drama thing now, and it's carrying well. Cause we're so
See, I
used to-
keep hearing that
we're
that
so
he's
used to
really
watching
good in drama. So I was
his
like,
funny
okay,
stuff. We're
let me
watching his
see.
funny stuff, but his last one, Uncut
I'm about to
Gems, was
check that.
good.
Uh-huh.
Hustle was definitely good. So if y'all haven't seen it, definitely go watch that.
Okay.
I just realized like a lot of
I'm gonna have to watch that.
a lot of his drama movies are around sports.
They are like his last one
Yeah.
had Kevin Garnett in it.
Yeah, like a lot of his
Kevin Garnett was acting too. It's like Kevin Garnett putting his work in.
Yeah.
I'm like
Kevin Garnett. That's funny.
But everybody, I mean, if people don't know that Adam Sandler is a basketball fan. Like if you
Yeah.
ever watch him,
He plays basketball
They got
too,
videos of
doesn't
him
he?
playing
Like,
pickup
yeah.
games. Yeah, he be in leagues and shit. He's a
With
fan.
some of them,
He's
yeah.
a sports fan. Yeah.
I watched Obi-Wan Kenobi
What is that?
for anybody who watches
The,
Star Wars. And
on
I have
Disney
to
Plus.
say, this last episode was phenomenal.
What, this is a TV show?
Yes.
Oh shit.
So
It's
what
just
they did
going off the
was,
Star Wars franchise.
I mean, I guess for Star Wars people, they love it because it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. So he's basically, he's like the guy that trained. He's like the one that trained Luke Skywalker and like
Oh, he's the master.
the
too.
the
Kinda. There's a
Darth
few of
Vader.
them. Yeah.
Like he trained him too, and he's
So
like
he
the
like
main.
the
He's
wax
like
on,
the
wax
up
off
there.
guy.
Yeah.
Like he Mr. Miyagi guy.
Yeah.
And then you also got Yoda too. But
Yeah.
like,
See,
Oh, yeah,
I
Yoda
thought
too.
Yoda was the Miyagi
That's
guy.
what I said. You
Yoda's
got multiple-
the real
he's
Miyagi.
the real
Yoda
Miyagi.
taught Obi-Wan too,
Who
but
taught Yoda?
Yoda is Yoda, man.
Yoda came out. I don't know.
Yoda
He was
old-
like 900 or 1,000
yeah,
years
Yoda's older
old.
than all
Like
of them.
when he
He was
when
1,000 when they found him.
when his spirit went to the
He
to the.
did? Yoda did?
He was like
I
900
forgot
years
what
old or
episode he
something.
passed
Yeah.
in.
Oh shit, Yoda did. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Remember when he got killed? Yeah.
They killed Yoda?
Yeah. In
Some-
one of the Star
That's one
Wars.
of the
Yeah.
movies, yeah.
Somebody called and said they were watching the TV show. Or watching.
They're watching which
I
one?
think it was a TV show. And
Uh-huh.
they said the kid kept calling him Baby Yoda.
Oh,
Oh,
in,
yeah.
And they got mad.
In the
in
Mandalorian.
In the Mandalorian, they were calling him Baby Yoda because he looked like a baby in it.
Because he looks like a little. I actually bought that. I have that doll.
That's messed up.
And it does all the little sounds and stuff, everything.
Baby Yoda.
It's
Yoda's
like-
not a baby.
I'm gonna bring it
Baby,
in.
motherfucker, 1,000 years old.
I'm gonna bring it in, and I still no because on the show they gave him a name and it was ended up being Grogu,
Yoda's a pimp.
and everybody's like Grogu. Why'd you name that? Why'd you name it Baby Yoda? But it really can't be Baby Yoda because he's already.
I don't know.
It's
if
a
y'all,
it's his baby probably, but I mean
Where does Yoda come from?
That's a great
From
question.
I forgot the name of the
It
planet.
comes from like in the same galaxy though.
Yeah.
in the same
Okay,
galaxy,
okay,
different
so-
planet.
Yeah.
Like, but I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys ever
Let's see, what's
like.
his planet
If you guys
name?
ever watched
I think it's called
Show.
Dagobah or Dagobah. I
Adar
don't know.
really-
It's some
Adar
name.
really knows this
They
shit.
be
That's
they be
crazy.
coming out
No,
with
she
some
does.
names.
Because what's funny is I
Yeah.
used to watch Star Wars, but I kind of fell off the Star Wars map after. I would say after the first set of episode 1, 2, and 3, I watched those, and after that, I kind of like. it was-
Okay, so then
Huh.
when you see this, they show some of the stuff from episodes from those movies
'cause I seen
in
the 3
here.
original, and
They
then there's the 3 after
intertwine it
that.
because
Okay.
they used that Obi-Wan Kenobi, obviously, and then they
Gotcha.
used the Darth Vader from there to be Darth
Like
Vader
Empire
in
Strikes
here.
Back.
But this one's good because you get to see stuff that were left out of that episode and what happened after the episodes. But when you think about it, George Lucas was such a genius. Like, you can create
Yeah.
branches of Star
George
Wars
Lucas
that
got
he
a-
does.
He got a museum about.
Then
to
you
come
can
out.
go backwards, forward, create a whole nother universe of, like, just the
Well, it's so broad.
creation
He just
process.
created his own universe, so now
Yeah.
there's like you can do whatever you want with that.
Yeah.
now. It's like
And-
the Marvel universe. There's
Yeah.
so many different elements. Star Wars is in that same category.
Yeah.
You can literally pick. You can make a story about a random character, like Jar Jar Binks. For
That's what they're
example.
doing. They're
You'd be like,
doing
"We're
a
gonna
whole
do
nother
story about
show.
him," and then everybody likes that character.
I thought Jar Jar Binks was racist. Like,
Oh,
I
Jar
seen
Jar.
that Star Wars. But
That's
Jar Jar,
funny.
That's the one I seen.
episode 1.
I don't know what that was, but
Episode 1 is when he came out. With
And I was like,
Anakin.
I remember
Yeah.
watching. I was like, I'm not really feeling this guy right here. He looks a little.
Yeah, Jar Jar Binks,
shows.
comic relief.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
They have,
I don't know if you ever
what's
watched
that?
in Chappelle's show. They had a Yoda character on there.
uh-huh.
And that shit was funny as fuck because they had if Yoda
Mm-hmm.
like they were talking about Yoda was like messing with boys.
Oh, that's hilarious. I
but
forgot
they
about
had
that.
but when he was in court, he was talking like how Yoda talks because you know Yoda
Uh-huh.
mixes words up. Like he'd
Yeah.
be like, I would outside I did not go.
Oh, that's funny.
So they had him in the court. They're like, so you were in the room with this little boy. How did that go? He said, have sex with the boys. Yoda did not.
Do the voice, the voiceover
and then
for
the dude,
Yoda.
then there was like a grown man, but he was playing the kid. He was like, yes, you were Yoda. Like,
See, and even the branch off movie. Did you ever see Rogue One, a Star Wars
I didn't
story?
see Rogue One.
Okay, so
That's why I
that
said I fell
one.
off after the six.
Okay,
six
so
Star
they,
Wars, yeah.
you know, they made the other movies. Well, they had this actor who
Wait.
I really love, Diego Luna. He's a Mexican actor.
I was gonna say there was a
So
black actor that played
basically,
the same.
from that movie, they created a show called Andor. So that one's gonna come out on Disney. So I'm kind of excited to see that one.
Disney
Damn,
Plus.
they
To see a little
they
Mexican,
They
I was
gonna
like,
keep
okay.
spending off, huh?
Yeah.
Disney
So now
Plus
they
is-
got another.
Disney Plus is smart because we just talked about like
Yeah,
Star Wars having its own universe and Marvel having its universe.
Yeah,
and Disney
Marvel
bought
too.
both of them.
yeah.
so
So and
Disney
they're
owns-
they're
owns
just
both of
creating
them.
shows like Miss Marvel.
They're creating shows.
created
and they're
a
creating
show,
box offices at
yeah.
the same time. So you go in the theater, you come home streaming, you just watch.
Yeah,
They
Yeah, I guess when you create like
can stream 'em.
a world, you don't have any limitations to whether going back. 'cause
What
you
you're
always
gonna
have to
create.
explain
right.
the point of origin. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
there's no current past or
Right.
history. So you
So you can
make
just
up
find
whatever-
stuff, and then they go based
Right.
off. I mean, obviously they want to tell all these stories, but you
Mhm.
got characters that people fall in love with. Like for example, Yoda. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with a straight Yoda movie.
Oh, this is gonna be a Yoda
Oh, they're
movie.
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
gonna.
They're
If
gonna-
I'm
They're
not a
definitely
Star Wars fan, I would watch a Yoda movie.
Just
Yoda.
because.
I want to know what
Right.
Yoda. Or if they made a Darth Vader movie, I would watch
Mhm.
that. Like,
Just straight Darth Vader, because you're like,
You
this is
know?
the character I like.
yeah.
But they know that people
Mhm.
love those
Right.
kids. That's why they're holding them off.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard that Star
Uh-huh.
Wars. So I heard if you watch it from the beginning in a
Mhm.
certain order, I forget the order it is, but anyways, that
Mhm.
The
Darth
first one.
Vader is actually the good guy.
Mm,
Right.
he
Yeah,
starts
if
out
you start-
good.
If
No,
you
no, no.
start-
I think he starts
no,
off.
Mhm.
no, if you start in episode 1, like not the original Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, or
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi, he's already Darth Vader in that.
No.
But-
They're saying that when he's Darth Vader, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
like when they show him as the bad guy,
hmm
he's that's just the point of view of Luke Skywalker in them.
Mm.
When Darth Vader is actually the good guy, like his troops are the people who are trying to secure the galaxy.
No, they're taking over.
Yeah,
No.
I was gonna say I don't know if
And
I agree
then-
with
They're
that.
not.
yeah.
Yeah,
they-
no.
Because
Luke Skywalker
they was
didn't
fucking
blow-
people up.
Well, Luke Skywalker's actually his son.
That's
But,
Darth
but what
Vader's
were they
son,
trying to? No, I heard he didn't say that.
Who? No, they are.
No,
They
I
show
mean,
it,
What's
they
the
reveal
famous
it.
line? Luke.
Luke, I'm your
Luke,
father.
I am your father.
I don't think that's.
So
the
Luke
famous line. I ain't
Skywalker
gonna
is
say.
Darth Vader's son.
Yeah, he's the.
But see, episodes
Darth
go
Vader's black.
into it. So episodes
James
go
Earl
into
Jones.
it.
Yeah. What are you
Well,
talking
then
about?
Luke's black too.
Well, technically, when he takes
Uncle
his
Luke.
mask off,
Uncle
he
Luke.
ain't black. What's funny is there's an episode where his mask comes off and he ain't black.
Yeah, that
But
was
he got
funny.
James Earl Jones' voice. So I'm like, what the
You know,
fuck?
they're using him for Obi-Wan Kenobi too, and he's like what 90, 91 years old.
Yeah,
But
James Earl Jones up there.
I give credit to Ewan McGregor. I liked what he did because a lot of fans were upset that Moses Ingram, that she's black and that she's part of the characters and cast this season, so they were doing racist like comments.
Oh,
So
shit.
he came out and told everybody off basically, and I was like, okay, Ewan,
Right.
like coming out, you know, and he was just, and she's a phenomenal actress in this. And
It's just people get caught up in their ways. They're used to seeing characters in a certain light. Then they see
even
something
O'Shea
different.
Jackson Jr. popped up in this Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I said, wait, hold on. I had to pause it. I said,
like O'Shea.
what you doing?
O'Shea getting his work in.
Then I looked him up, and he was all excited. He was talking about how he's excited to be a part of it, and I was like, wait, where you come from? I was all like,
They need to film another Friday and let him play.
I thought that was cool.
That's
a
funny. They were
young
talking about
Craig.
it.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's Friday. They should do the same thing like Star Wars and just go back in
Yeah.
time and show how Craig.
Oh yeah,
They should
how
have,
he
they should have
started.
O'Shea
Yep,
and DC Young Fly.
Cause look,
they could definitely do that.
'cause
Yeah,
look, you gotta think about it.
Yeah.
Day, right? Mike Epps' character.
Yeah.
Is Craig's cousin.
uh huh.
So you can potentially do a Friday, like back in the day Friday.
Right.
with
Yeah.
all three characters.
Mhm.
Because you can have Day come down to visit Craig as cousins, as kids, and you can have Smokey,
Smokey.
just in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how they met.
That would be-
They were
that'd
just
actually be
friends. you
great.
know?
Yeah.
And
They
watch
were just
just
friends.
all different characters. Big
Yeah.
Worm.
Yeah, you could
Then
do
like,
everything.
basically the origin story of Friday.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Yo,
we don't know
I would
how
watch,
it
even if
started.
that movie was trash, I would go watch it.
Yeah.
Definitely. I would definitely go.
That's
Long as the Cube Vision production, I will go watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna put his if Cube don't got his stamp of approval, that ain't gonna be good.
Yeah.
He don't want to make something.
I
good.
think that's gonna be good. Yeah.
I have a strange movie fact for you guys.
Okay.
Does anybody know Shrek's real name?
Yeah, the guy I hooked up with. No, I'm just
That's
kidding. No,
funny,
I'm just
ain't
kidding.
I forgot about that.
hilarious. I wasn't ready for that.
Inside joke.
I wasn't ready for that. Michael Myers.
There was a one bad Shrek night.
What's Shrek's real name?
Hey, that you know Shrek's real name?
No, what is it?
Shrek actually doesn't have a name.
That's
So
crazy.
it's just Shrek.
If anybody ever seen the movie Shrek,
Mhm.
you know when Donkey asked Shrek what's his name,
Yeah.
Shrek looks confused
Mhm.
and he just says
Name?
Shrek, right?
Yeah.
But Shrek means monster,
Oh, so he just said that as a joke.
assuming that people when they seen him they said
They
the word
said
Shrek
monster,
because he's a
yeah.
monster, right? So he just went with that as his name because that's what he's been called.
Nah, Shrek.
So yeah, he
Wow.
actually doesn't. Yeah, that's what he did. So he
Yeah,
actually doesn't have a
exactly.
name. Shocking, right?
I watched the first Shrek so many times.
That
It's a
shit.
German word
Yeah,
that means fright or
oh, yeah,
terror.
Yeah, fright, terror.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I tell you what, Michael Myers definitely did that voice,
Genius.
boy.
You killed
Yeah,
that.
I totally forgot that was Mike.
Yeah.
Michael Myers. Yeah, Michael Myers.
Totally
He
and,
was
forgot that
funny.
Austin Powers,
and
man.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, and Eddie Murphy.
I'd be
Oh
forgetting
my
about
God,
Austin
that's
Powers.
funny.
Austin Powers movies are funny too.
Oh my god.
They got this
Oh, yeah.
dumb as shit, but funny. Like it's a,
Oh my gosh. When he got
Yeah.
stuck in the hallway in the car,
oh, he's like this,
Yeah.
yeah, I was dead. I was like, bro, why he gonna keep doing it? I was
and
I
he
was
kept
dead.
doing
Shrek.
it though. Like that scene was like 3-4
Yeah.
minutes. So just
I
him
was
going.
dead. And the mini me dude, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is too-
Oh,
I don't think you can
Mini
do that
Me.
today.
R.I.P. to Mini Me.
Yeah.
You know, he tried. He had a
Wait, he
show.
died?
He has a show.
little one died,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Mini
Mini
Me's
Me passed
gone.
I just
Yeah.
seen something. He just bought a new Tesla.
It
might be
wasn't Mini
another.
Me.
Was it
must
Peter
have been-
Dinklage? Was it another?
Or
man-
was it
small
the one?
man?
That's another show coming out, Willow.
Oh shit.
So they're gonna
They
come
come on
out
a show
Willow.
of
That
Willow?
dude's still alive. Yeah, it's
Warwick
gonna come out on
Davis?
Disney too. Yes.
Wait, who is Willow?
So
It's the Willow.
Warwick Davis is the guy who plays Willow, and
In the
Warwick
movie
Davis
Willow.
played all the Leprechaun movies.
Yeah.
He's the character
He's
who
still
plays the
alive.
Leprechaun.
The
in
oh,
Warwick-
look
yeah.
at Will's all
Yeah,
scared.
I-
Remember Leprechaun? He don't
Wait,
like
so what-
leprechauns.
Has he
Fuck
been
with
in
him.
anything that he didn't play Leprechaun?
Willow.
Willow.
What's
yeah.
that?
It was a movie in like the
It
late
was a
80s
popular
with Val
movie, it
Kilmer
wasn't-
and stuff. It
wasn't-
was like they were going on a
You
quest
gotta be into that
somewhere.
world to watch
yeah.
that shit.
He's a little guy.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
He
I
plays a
guess,
little
but
guy
he's
in it.
playing Willow. They're coming out with the TV show, and
And
I
he's
was
gonna
like,
play Willow?
yeah, I
He
was
ca- he
laughing. I
old
forgot
now,
about
though.
that. Yeah, he's an old little one.
Because I'm about to
He's
say,
so old.
Come to think
'Cause
of
he had to
it,
be in his
because
20s
that
or
was the
30s back
late
in the 90s.
80s.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn,
Oh,
I didn't
shit.
know.
He's
Mini Me
52.
died?
He's
yeah,
52.
Mimi passed away.
I just seen a
He's
video.
3'6".
Oh, damn, that's a little dude.
I told you.
He's
And
3'6".
Leprechaun, this one, Leprechaun,
3'6".
Yeah, my
3'6", yo.
That's
Leprechaun was good though, man. That was it.
No,
that
when
was-
I
the
go back
first
and
one
watch
was
them, they're
good.
Oh,
hilarious.
look at his family. He has a little family.
That's hilarious.
She's not even playing.
I was not
And the
playing.
daughter
You got a
look-
little-
and
a
the
little
daughter
wife?
looks the
A
oldest.
wife and a
That's a
daughter and a
wife.
son.
And
Yeah.
the daughter's the tallest.
Yeah, the daughter's taller. She's
The
probably
son
like
is smaller than
3'9".
them.
Yeah, the son's small too. Look at little
I was
Willow's
funny,
family.
That's
Look
cute.
at little
That's- I
Will.
mean, that
It's like
sounds
a
weird,
little
but
cute
that's like a
family.
cute family. Yeah.
That's a grown man you talking about there.
Right. He's 52.
Look at like it's a little.
I'm cool.
Hey, do you think their house is small?
I hope
Aw.
I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah,
I'm just
because
like,
you have so. have to customize, don't you?
because
I mean,
like you
from
can't
what
be
I know of,
reaching to like grab
Yeah.
cabinets.
I
like a
they
smaller
should-
toilet,
they should have a whole city. They should have
like
a whole
whole small city.
They should have a small city.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that because you got to think everything has to be
Mhm.
inconvenient.
It is.
Everything.
You
like,
gotta have an assistant. Like, can you go get that plate for me?
right. Like the
Like-
Yeah.
grocery store. Just go imagine going just to go to the grocery store, put stuff on the counter.
Yeah.
It would have to be a fucking whole thing. The
Right.
shopping carts. You know,
Mhm.
everything has to be. So I would. If I was them, I'd be like, look,
Like The Borrowers or whatever those movies are. Where they have
Yeah.
Yeah.
they got their own TV
What's
show.
that movie? Where they like have that small? Is it?
Oh
they have
yeah,
that
you're a
small world?
leprechaun.
Oh yeah, it's an.
Dang,
no,
he
what
did.
is-
There was a lot of leprechauns. There was
there's
like
eight of
5.
them. There's like 8.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Leprechaun 1 through 4, and then there's the 2.
He was in Harry Potter too. Oh, The
7.
Labyrinth. That was the movie. Oh, I forgot about that one. He was in Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Yeah, they should definitely make
That was a good
a
movie.
little town.
What's funny is they made
A
a new
Little
Leprechaun.
Town.
They made a new Leprechaun movie, but Warwick Davis didn't play the character.
Yeah, he was in a
And
lot.
it was a revamp from the original. They went back and took the original and said he came
Mhm.
back. And Jennifer Aniston, her character, her daughter
Uh-huh.
moves to that town.
Oh shit.
But they don't have Jennifer Aniston. She's too big of a star. So they had her voice in one part where she says
Hilarious.
something to her
Oh
daughter.
wow.
And that's it.
Dang.
They probably paid $50,000 for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Jennifer Aniston's like, how much y'all got? Oh, y'all budget ain't there
Yeah.
yet. Because that was her first movie. Now they
Yeah.
I would have showed love if it was my first movie. I would have came
Mhm.
back and did it.
I need 100 million, baby.
Right. But I mean, yeah,
100
Jennifer
million.
Aniston said her stock is up there.
The
Is
Leprechaun.
she still popping? Is she still?
She Jennifer. I mean, like
I mean,
She got
she was
nothing- she's
she was
good
in
with Ben Stiller.
Friends.
She's good with
she
Ben
still
Stiller.
does.
I'm just saying that she
Yeah,
was,
I think
she
they're
was in
doing
Friends.
another.
As long as she was in Friends, she
Yeah.
I
probably
think
like
she's doing another film.
show
With
was so
Adam
popular.
Sandler. She did that little murder mystery films too.
Oh,
It
she
was
did-
like comedy murder
she did
mystery.
the other movie with him too.
They're doing another.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
I know what
another
you're
one's supposed to
talking
come
She
out.
did the movie Just Go With It, where she was the baby.
Oh, yeah,
mom.
that was funny.
They broke up. He got with this girl, and then she came back, and then he fell back in love with her. That movie was pretty.
It was funny.
She's good.
Yeah.
She's a good comedic, kind of
Yeah.
like an Amy Schumer.
Did you see her in?
kinda
Yeah.
Did you see her in
vein.
Horrible Bosses when she was that nymphomaniac
Oh yeah,
dentist?
she's really good. in
Oh,
Horrible
yeah,
Bosses.
that was- Horrible
is a
Bosses
good
was
movie.
funny.
That's a good
I
movie.
forgot about. I'm gonna have to watch that again.
I
That's a
just know it
good
because I
movie.
I studied a scene from that movie to do for a class for some fun. But
Mhm.
yeah, I don't remember.
that's
I don't
funny.
remember the
Forgot
first one
about that.
thoroughly, but I went to the Horrible
Uh-huh.
Bosses 2 premiere. I'm like,
Yeah.
If you had to,
Oh,
if you had to
dang.
do a monologue to book a movie, what would it be?
If I had to do a monologue, I guess it depends on the movie.
Nah, they just said send me some footage.
Mm.
I have a monologue, but it's not really set. So I saw somebody do a perform a monologue, and it was funny as fuck.
Mhm.
And I made it my own, and I actually performed it 2 weeks ago.
What was it from?
It's not from anything. So somebody wrote a monologue and they did it, and I
Mhm.
laughed at it. I was like, "This is funny, but I can adjust it to myself." So it was about
Mhm.
a kid going in to get condoms for the first time.
Hilarious.
But I said I put my own spin on it by saying, what if a grown, like a 30-year-old plus man, it was his first time going to get condoms in that same scenario, like how everybody would look at it.
Yeah.
Skinny cuz.
So I went in there
Skinny,
like,
yeah.
exactly. So I went in
You
there
play
as
skinny
a
cuz.
grown man, like, like I'm a grown man. People should know I buy condoms, but at the same time, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what colors, what size, what makes
Do
sense.
I need lubrication? No
Yeah,
lubrication.
what is lubricant?
He's all,
Do these come with instructions?
do I
Like,
need gel? Somebody said gel or
Yeah, what
jelly.
is red?
It's all
Right,
hair
right.
gel. Is this the same?
Right.
It's tricky picking out condoms. I don't know.
Petroleum
saying.
jelly? What kind of
If it's
jelly?
your first time, and I made that, I was like, if it's your first time, especially at 30, if it's your first, that's funny. In
That
itself.
is funny as hell.
So,
That's a
would-
good
yeah,
one.
if I went and did that, people would probably
Mhm.
laugh at that one. On the dramatic side, I don't know.
Dramatic. Mm.
I'll probably recite something from a play.
I would do. There's this,
I try to
Mhm.
refrain from films when it comes to monologues
Mhm.
because
people
no
know
matter,
everything.
No matter what the directors, if they've seen that movie,
Mhm.
they're gonna picture you. Like if I do something from Denzel, they're like, oh, you're doing Denzel.
They'll know what it is.
I'd rather do like a play, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least from a monologue standpoint. Because for some reason, I don't get why.
Mhm.
I be telling people this all the time. It's like, don't take iconic scenes and try to pull them off to get work.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wants to do the Will Smith scene where he lost his dad. Everybody wants to do Denzel when he was in Training Day. King Kong ain't got shit. Like, we done seen that 50,000 times.
Right.
Rather,
Mhm.
even if you do good, like, he a good actor, but that's still Denzel.
Mhm.
like,
Right.
So you gotta find something more original.
What would you do
Yeah.
with that?
I would probably do this play by Neil LaBute. It's called The Fat Pig. So the girl,
Hilarious.
that just sounds funny. So the girl,
Pigs
I
aren't
could
fat.
probably
What you mean,
base
they
off
got
of
skinny
hers.
pigs? Like,
She was like in the part of the monologue, she's like begging the guy and telling him that she's in love with him, but he obviously doesn't love her because
Oh,
she's
wow.
bigger. And it's a really good play though.
You seen the
And
play or you just read it?
no, I read the play. I've actually had to do it before
that's
as a
dope.
monologue, and then I've seen the play.
yeah.
It was a good play too.
I like doing I
Mhm.
like taking like scenes that are more iconic like
Mhm.
that and making them funny.
Yeah.
And I literally changed up. Like I don't know if you guys saw, but I
Mhm.
took a scene from Menace to Society.
Mhm.
The scene where Kane goes up and jacks old boy in the car,
Mhm.
and he's like, I want a double burger with some cheese and all that other bullshit. I took that scene and made it and modernized it to me going to jack somebody's followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
But it's the same exact scene setup, concept, and even the
Mhm.
language is the same. I just changed up like what I was saying. People thought that shit
Mm.
was funny. So I love taking iconic scenes and just making them comedic if they're a drama scene.
Mhm.
Because I'll shoot them dramatic, but what I'm saying is not the same.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you could do that.
And cause I literally it'll
Yeah.
shoot. Yeah, I should. I mean,
Because mine was kind of drama but comedy, but the thing about it was the guy was in love with her
Mhm.
because the girl that he was with, she was like your normal, like into herself and selfish and all this stuff, and the girl that he loved, it was because she wasn't like that. She was completely different. So it was like it was a good play, but you can make it
shit.
drama or comedy, yeah. Cause like some of the lines are comedic, where it's like, well,
I think
I don't want to eat that. Like,
I think it's funny how
funny.
you say that because like
Mhm.
I watch like a lot of movies and there's certain
Mhm.
certain roles like a specific actor can literally change the movie from being dramatic or being comedic. Like
Yeah.
for example, Friday was supposed to be a serious movie, but he hired all comedians to play the roles, so it's funny as fuck.
Oh yeah. There was no way that
Like,
that was.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Because like even
No
like
comedy,
I don't know
yeah.
if you, so if you watch like Fences for example, Denzel did the
Oh,
movie
yeah.
Fences, but if you go back and watch the play, James Earl Jones did that play and Denzel did that play. Both of them are powerful actors, but they did it so different.
Different. Oh
So
yeah, you are
different.
right about that.
Like, cause I watched James Earl Jones do it, and I'm like, damn, like he's powerful. Like, and then you watch
Mhm.
Denzel do it, he still has that same energy, but the way he goes about his wording makes it come off like you could giggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Denzel, you fool for that, but you still killing.
Yeah.
So I think that's crazy.
Um.
Because I be thinking about that when casting is thinking about
Mhm.
like hired to role, like why did they pick this person? He would have been good, but then I look at the movies they make and I'm like, oh okay, I see why.
That's like there was a play by Arthur Miller, Death of a Salesman.
Mhm.
And I watched the play and then I watched the movie, and it's like when you see two different actors, you're like, wow.
Death of the Salesman. Are you talking about? Is it that new
It
one,
was a
Death to a
play.
Telemarketer? Did you see that movie recently? Death
No.
to a Telemarketer with Lamar
Is it like
Lamar
similar?
Morris.
Oh no.
That movie's actually.
I might
funny
have to
me.
watch that.
Yeah, I watched it. I just happened to watch it
Yeah.
on the airplane. I saw Lamar
Death
on
of
it,
a
and I was like, "Oh,
Telemarketer.
Lamar funny. I'll check out his stuff." Yeah.
Yeah, the play
Shout out
was
to Lamar, by the way.
so good and the movie was good, but the play is like different.
Mm.
Yeah, you are right. Especially when you see somebody different.
Yeah, because you got some actors like,
Mhm.
and like I literally be thinking to myself like, you take that same actor and you put him in a
Mhm.
different movie. Like it could be Jamie, it could be Will. It's a whole like just a whole different energy,
Yeah.
and they can all play that same role well. It's just different. So that's crazy.
That's true.
Oh,
Special scene.
that'd be kind of funny to do like
Speaking of
a
movies,
scene blocker. Like if you took like somebody, had them do the first part of the scene,
Mhm.
switch that actor out, put the other actor in, have him do that part of the scene, just to kind of see the differences.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be kind of dope.
Speaking of movies, I mean it's kind of off and on, but Tom Cruise, did you see the deep fake? The TikTok? Oh yeah, I sent it to
Yeah,
you.
you
duh.
sent it to me. Yeah.
Have you seen that
When you said
before,
the
Nick?
deepfake, that sounds nasty.
I mean,
The
you know how,
deepfake.
okay, so somebody created this on TikTok, so it looks like it's Tom Cruise, but it's actually not him. And
they
you know how we were
CGI?
saying that they change your face, your imagery and stuff? So now there's the latest one was where it looks like he's with Paris Hilton.
Hilarious.
And it's like they're together, but it looks so real that I could go into TikTok, add him into my video, and people will think like I just met Tom Cruise.
That's
Like
a little
look, that
scary.
it's really crazy and creepy.
the technology is crazy.
I
though.
sent it to William, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. I've
Sure-
never
you sure it
seen
wasn't
like
him?
It's called
No,
the
it's not
deep fake.
him. Yeah, it's called Tom Cruise, the deep fake TikTok.
Well, you know, it's interesting
Isn't that
that
crazy?
Tom Cruise is the topic of this because all his movies are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the Mission Impossible movies are basically, you know, so I don't think this is a coincidence.
Because he got the Mission Impossible 7 comes out next year.
Uh-huh.
He might be plotting something right now to get, because like right now he's already bringing back the box office. Because obviously box office and movies are coming back. People are starting to go back to the theater again. And
Yeah.
Top Gun was huge as far as like you wanting to go see a movie in the theater. So now that you're saying that, I feel like this is all strategic. Because he strikes me as that type. He got the money, he got the backing to do what he wants in the background. To get you to do what he wants you to do.
Yeah.
So.
And that's crazy though. I was like, oh my god.
That makes sense though, Mission Impossible, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Like technology.
Are you
is
looking
cool.
at it? Like, look at that videos, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, I've seen this guy do the Tom Cruise thing. And the scary thing is this though, like it's cool that it's technology, you know, and it's fun, and Tom Cruise and all that. But what about like really assassinating people?
Yeah.
You know, like you could just really.
Yeah, we saw Nick. You
like,
know, I mean, just as an example, like they could take it, your fate, and you're like, yeah, it was Nick.
There was a guy.
Yeah,
there was
you know,
that's kind of scary.
If you watch the show SWAT, they showed that actually happened where they digitally put somebody's face on somebody else.
Reminds me of Face Off,
or
but
like
the real.
You'd be like, what are you talking about? I was at home.
Kill somebody, right? And then just have them digitally give speeches and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And no one would, if it was somebody that like the average person never seen, no one would know.
No one cared.
Like Putin.
Sucks.
We would be
Or
like,
like no one who's
that was
hanging out
him,
with
but it's
Putin?
really
So,
not.
Like, it could just be a video.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it could just like that's a crazy space.
That's
to
all we
kinda,
know. Putin
I
could be
think
dead for
that's
all we know.
scary.
Well, you know, there was a bank robber who was putting on film makeup. It was a white dude who was putting on film makeup as a black guy and robbing banks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about that.
He got away with that shit for a long time.
And they were like, oh, it's a black guy because even his skin, like he would paint his like hands. They would make him look like,
But see, this is why I'm not a criminal, y'all. So please, nobody take this advice and do anything. When I was a kid, I used to think about this. Like, if I was ever going to rob a bank or something, right? Because you just figure out how the human brain works. If it's a tragedy or something's happening, you're only going to remember things that stand out. You're not going to remember, like, you know, small, minute details.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, if I was going to rob a bank, for one, I would just put a big-ass sticker on the side of my car. You know, just like like ridiculously like a large stripe, like a large stripe on the side of the car. Like you can't miss it, right? And then I would get like one of those water tattoos, and I would just put that somewhere very obvious.
Hilarious.
And then I would go do my thing, and when I leave, I would just take that shit off, because those are the only two things that you're really gonna be holding on to. It's a big ass neck tattoo.
He had a tattoo.
Yeah.
Right.
And he had a yellow car with a stripe on the side. And I was like, man, I got a yellow car, but my shit ain't had no stripe on the side.
Right. Because you can do that.
That's Nick.
Dead ass. Yeah, you can get away like that.
And then if you just like right now he got dreads. If he just like zip. Now you bald, no tattoos. Who are they looking for? And if you sprayed your skin, they don't know what skin color you are. Like
that's why I couldn't be a criminal. I thought I was too smart. I was thinking way too much. I'm like, I'm gonna go to jail. This is ridiculous.
Right. He gonna be like the one minor detail. Fuck, I forgot that security guard was here.
Yeah, this is crazy though. Tom Cruise, I don't know, man.
That's kind of creepy.
That's creepy.
I was all like, I wonder what he thinks if he sees that. I was like,
sure
nah, that's not me.
So you two as actors though, do you think one day they're just gonna replace actors? Like, because one day, you know, I mean,
that's true.
Okay for everybody, but everybody's gonna pass away. You know what I mean? But we're still fans of these people. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks. But imagine if Tom Cruise passed and they already had like 4 Mission Impossibles ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they like, look, man, let's just get this stunt guy, and we just put the face on him, and use his voice. And
what sucks is like they could technically do that, but you're not gonna get the authenticity of Tom Cruise. I would think, like him as an actor, because you have all his movies, and I guess you can generate like what you want to view. But there's certain choices he makes when he does a scene, which is why I think they could never like just do digital.
They would have to do like
unless they just had
the
his brain on
the
lock,
voice
where
they could probably do. The voice and the face. Because look at well, I'm sure people probably saw like Top Gun.
Every actor makes choices, like even in their scenes. Like if I do this or if I look this way, there's a certain thing I do with my eye. That's something that Tom Cruise would do.
But I think they probably could because, or sooner or later. Only reason why I say that is because Val Kilmer in the new Top Gun. I mean, I know like people that know that with his throat and his tongue and his cancer.
One of my friends didn't
So
know
it was 40 AIs that it took. There's a scene where he does talk, it took 40 AIs that they went through to get his voice to sound like him, like somewhat of him.
Right.
Because I was excited. I was all
gonna say
crying. I was like, he got his voice back. Then I looked it up and I said, oh, he did
Just
it.
to give people an idea. So she's talking about Val Kilmer. He was in the original Top Gun. He was also in obviously a plethora of different movies.
Stuff.
But he because I'm only reason I'm saying this is because my boy was like, I wish Val Kilmer would have did more in that movie. He was in the original and he was big. I'm like, bro, you know Val Kilmer really has throat cancer though.
He battled it.
Actually can't speak.
It's like tongue.
So the fact that he was able to talk on the screen is freaking amazing. So now when I told my boy that, he goes, that just changed my whole perspective of the movie.
And the way
now.
that they wrote it into the scene was so good, like powerful, and it was.
You would have thought he would, because he was a huge player in the original. So you thought he would have had more scenes, but he couldn't talk. And then I was about to.
And you know the crazy part is, okay, there was a scene where Tom Cruise, like, as an actor, you got to think he's responding to text messages.
Yeah.
So he has to bring a powerful scene for just himself. And when he's crying and when he's doing it, it was like a powerful scene. Yeah. But you're like, dang, okay, Tom. Okay, I see you now. Because, like, you're not talking to somebody. It's like you're reading the text messages and feeling that emotion. And I was like, damn.
That's acting.
It was like, he did that part. I was like, okay, Tom. I was like, okay.
Tom Cruise.
But the AI part, I could definitely see sooner. Look at, I was in Vegas. They have a full-on Whitney Houston hologram show.
They did it with,
I was like, wait a second, what? I seen the Michael Jackson one. I ain't gonna lie. No, you paid to see that.
That's my thing.
The Michael Jackson one, I did see that hologram show. But hers, I don't know what they.
People are like, would you pay to go see a hologram Tupac? I'm like, no.
Yeah, it'd be different.
Cool. You would. I'm saying it's cool to go to the show, but I'm saying for me to put up like money,
he's not there.
He's not there.
Yeah, it's like,
he's there.
And all we're doing is paying for the technology.
What if he popped out at the end?
Because when Tupac did that whole hologram, that took like $400,000 to put that together.
Oh yeah, the one at Coachella.
Yeah,
that was kind of creepy
it was insane.
See,
man,
I felt. Listen, man.
And his jeans and his outfit, I was like, wait a second, that looks a little newer.
I feel like anytime they use technology for entertainment, I feel like that's just them trying to get you used to it.
Yeah.
Because if I was creating that kind of technology, the last person I'm going to give it to is Tupac.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
There's so many things I would think to do with the holographic.
Yeah.
If I could make a holographic person run around stage, like, come on, man. There's a billion things I would do before I let Tupac perform.
What's up, y'all? I'm back.
Yeah,
like what?
Unless I'm just trying to make people chill about it. If I'm just trying to make people feel good about it, I got to kind of get it out there so nobody's tripping.
Michael Jackson dancing up there is anybody.
Yeah.
Well, you got a holographic president, you know?
Oh,
he just a hologram. Like, you don't never see him.
A hologram right now.
Kind of like our president now, our last two.
Yeah, I don't know how Joe Biden's still alive. This is amazing to me.
I'm surprised. I thought he would have had a heart attack already and he died.
How is Queen Elizabeth still alive?
She just had the Jubilee.
That's crazy. That she is still alive. That's insane.
She up there.
Tupac.
She ain't giving up that throne.
Everybody
hey,
what they putting in that tea over? Hey, what they putting in that tea over there?
Like, and she's still hanging around. Like, that's crazy.
She chilling too.
I watched some of that Jubilee too. It
was
funny.
90, right? She's gotta be 90.
Oh, she's way older than that.
Older than 90, isn't she? I don't think she's 100 yet, though, is she?
No, I think she's like 90. I want to say 99 or. Oh no, 96. My bad. It was her husband that died, and he was.
It's so crazy when people like that old pass away, because somebody was like, "Oh my gosh, she passed away." I'm like, I mean, he was in his 90s.
They gotta be giving her like what's that? A dot know what this is. What's the conspiracy theory? With the they making people live a long time. What they do?
Blood. Which one?
Nah, they give them like the embryo cells or some shit.
Oh yeah.
She gotta be.
Because look at her husband. He died. He was 99.
And she don't look that old.
No.
Especially for an old white woman.
For 96, yeah.
For a 96-year-old white woman, she does not look that old.
96,
She's on her Betty White right now.
I've seen younger white women look older than her.
They also said over there too that they have a certain diet that you can eat or not eat there.
It's not even just
like
a
specific thing too.
There's so many foods in Europe that are banned that we have here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like her diet, like you said, is just different.
Yeah, because look, she's all walking around everything.
She getting real stuff.
70-year reign. She is not giving it up, okay?
That's insane. People ain't been alive 70 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
She's been queen that whole time.
And she's been the queen, yeah. I was watching one of those shows that they create the shows.
I met a dude over when I went to London.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't know if I brought this up, but anybody who ever goes over to London, there's this chocolate shop called Dark Sugars. It's black owned.
Dark Sugars.
It's owned by this Jamaican cat. Cool as shit. He gave me a tour of the place. He had like pharaohs and stuff in the back. He goes, I make my place as authentic as possible. He said it's fussable. It's authentically black. So when you walk in there, he's playing like DMX raw though, like no edits.
Like, he got the real version.
So when you walk in there, like he's like, I want people to feel our culture, and I thought it was dope. And he was like, yeah, man, they come in here, they feel the music. He said, because everybody wants to go to fucking Buckingham Palace and see the Queen and shit. He said, fuck that nigga, or he said, fuck that bitch. She enslaved our people. He said, in here we keep it real.
Yeah.
And was the chocolate good?
And they gave me samples of the chocolate. And the chocolate was fire. Ask Kim.
Kim, I can see Kim.
Kim said if we went back, that's where we're going. He gave us samples.
What's it called? Dark chocolate?
It's called dark sugars.
Dark sugars.
I'm pull it right now for the people.
Dark sugars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get over that. I was like, what? This lady is not giving it up.
I forgot the dude's name, but I'll know his face immediately when I see it.
The Queen. And then they showed, you know what was crazy?
City girls make them wish like Ray J.
No, I clicked on Dark Sugar and it started playing.
Oh, see, he keeping it real. He keeping it real.
I clicked on Dark Sugar picture. He playing City Girls on there.
I'm telling you, Dark Sugar, man. Because when you go, I can't tell you the exact name. I want to say the street starts with a B. It's a brick street, and you walk down. They got all these different shops and different things. But when you walk past his, like like you hear music blasting, like you at a party. Everything else on the street is normal, and then you walk in here like, oh my god, all this sugar, chocolate.
So there was a part.
I think they pulled the chocolate from Ghana too.
There was a part that I saw where the iconic golden coach made an appearance, which is like it's fully gold, like one of those carriage coaches that goes by, and it's been around for like 200 years. So what they did was, on the outside, it's a hologram of the Queen when she was younger, when she first started reigning, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. This is creeping me out. I was like. It was just gold. It went around, and it was a hologram of her waving, like when she first took the throne.
See, that's
creepy.
This is the thing, though.
That's why you don't give Elon Musk.
This is the thing I know about this stuff, though. So
what's that?
You know the little scepter that she holds when she's on her little throne thing.
The
throne itself. If you ever see the chair that she sits on,
gold.
There's a rock underneath the chair. If you ever see the chair inside of her places, there's a big ass stone underneath it. On her crown, there's a big ass jewel in the middle of it. Right?
Oh,
on the scepter, there's a big ass jewel in the middle of that. If you ever research where all that shit came from, they stole all that shit. All of it. The carriage stole all that shit from the Israelites. They stole it from everybody. So that's the only disturbing thing is when they go showing this shit off. It's kind of like when she celebrated her jubilees, people don't understand. Just look at the history of Britain the last 70 years.
Yeah.
Like, look at what she did the last 70 years. Like, she's killed some. Man, it's
look at the.
You can't like really be like you can't really fuck with the Queen like that.
Yeah.
And then on top of what she did with Meghan.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And they showed up, but it wasn't big, like huge. It was like they showed up and then they left.
They screw people.
Because their daughter's birthday was the same day, I guess.
There's an image of slaves on the side of her carriage.
Oh, on that gold carriage?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Well,
obviously I didn't see.
There's a painted image on the side of it, and if you ever zoom into it, it's slaves on there.
That's probably why they keep it hidden and just bring it out for Jubilee.
Yeah, so.
There'd be a lot of hidden messages. Like even tying back to America.
Even when they were married.
That's crazy.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I was getting a little too excited about the Queen.
About the Queen.
No, I was thinking about when Meghan, when they wore that little brooch or whatever you call it, where the girl wore the one, and they were like, it was racist. And then Meghan was like, she was out, like, you know.
There's all these little underlying messages. Like I would be telling people, even the national anthem. If you listen to the original American national anthem, it's racist as fuck. Yeah. They cut out so many words to make it look suitable. Like.
Well, yeah, if you even know the reason that they're singing it, you know.
Yeah.
Just
you're
the
like,
reason.
man.
That's why when people were like, "Oh, it's really messed up that Colin Kaepernick took a knee," I said, I mean, he did it for police justice, but if you listen to that original shit, I ain't blaming him. Like, people can't be mad at that, like, unless you racist. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Be like racist people. Yeah.
It don't make no sense to me. Shout out to the Black National Anthem. Anyways.
Ooh, you want to do the Throwback Thursday question?
It's got a better melody anyways. Yeah.
Okay, so if you could go back into time to save one of these artists, who would it be? Prince, Michael Jackson, Tupac, Biggie, or Aaliyah? Mine would be Prince.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Just so I can watch his performance. And then I'd be like, all right, man, you can rest now. I just had to see that live.
Thanks for coming back just to perform.
I just had to see that live. Because no disrespect. As much as I love Michael Jackson as an artist, just knowing his background, I can't say, like, hey, let's go kick it at the Never Never Land Ranch. That's not my agenda. I just want to watch you perform, do an amazing show, and be like, all right, cool, I saw that.
Yeah, mine would definitely
Tupac,
be
I would have
Prince.
some questions for Tupac.
That's a good question.
Tupac. Oh, I know. I wouldn't mind seeing him. Or Aaliyah.
I met Aaliyah.
I have
did?
my thoughts on meeting Aaliyah.
Ooh.
I met Aaliyah, so that was a good day.
That was a good day.
Some unfinished business. No, I'm playing.
Beautiful woman.
Oh, yeah,
amazing.
she was.
She's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Damn, I might have to
Aaliyah.
go.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I might have to go Tupac on that one.
Tupac.
Tupac would be good
Oh.
as far as the hip hop.
I feel
Yeah.
like I just want to see if I just want to see if that energy was because I think growing up in LA at that time, it was weird to see someone who had that kind of control over an entire area. You know, it was like if anybody's not from LA and wasn't in LA in the 90s, like Death Row really had LA like
On lock.
it was weird, and for LA to not be a blood city, like
Yeah.
Bloods don't run, and just no disrespect to any Bloods don't run nothing in LA, especially in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like that was not happening.
Right.
So that was
the crib is heavy. But
it took a very special person to be able to talk to gang members and have them listen to you
right.
and do things. So I would love to see that energy in person. You know what I mean? Just to be able to meet him and see if that, but
because he had a very special energy. Like,
everyone I've ever talked to about the guy, they always say the same thing. Like his energy was crazy, So I would just love to see that in person. I think that'd be
how
kinda
authoritative he was.
Even
like,
musically and producing, like
when
in
he
the
talks,
studio,
people
like
listen.
damn.
Yeah.
Right.
As soon as Tupac opens his mouth, you're like,
Yeah.
He commanded it like.
That's why people say it was a hit, man. He had too much power.
Even like
that's gang shit, man. You can't stomp out the wrong person in
much
LA,
power,
baby.
yeah.
No, it's true.
Can't do it out here in Cali. They don't care about that kind of shit.
I'm like, yeah,
Even though he did, there was a hit on him. At the same, the interesting part is, let me see how much I can say on here. The interesting part is, there was a hit out on Tupac at the same time he got killed, which is kind of tragic because you understand that either way it went, like he
At
probably
some point, something was gonna happen.
he probably wasn't gonna leave Vegas whether he got into that fight or not.
Yeah.
You understand? Like people I know, like when he got into the situation with that guy, some people made a phone call and tried to collect some money
Immediately.
because they were going to do it to him anyways, and they knew that somebody had to hit on him. You know what I mean? So they went to try to collect on the hit.
That's crazy.
Allegedly, y'all. I wasn't there. I was
Yeah.
a kid, so I don't really know this firsthand. So allegedly, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think he was gonna make it out of Vegas, regardless of that fight or not. So sad world.
I'll
we
never
live in.
forget that. That was so sad.
Did you guys see that picture of Tupac in the car and they put the little animation on it, had his eyes moving and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
kinda
creepy.
creepy.
Bro. That was.
Nah,
Didn't
I
you
don't
tell me
Yeah.
that
even
you
know
have
if
a
I wanna
picture
see
like
it.
that?
I don't even want to see it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh
Somebody
yeah.
Did a,
I did that to one of my ancestors, like an ancestral
yeah,
picture.
That's not cool.
I don't like that shit.
And then they're like looking at you.
Like,
No,
that's
they
why I
like
don't wanna
look
watch
at
it.
you and then they smile and then you're like, oh, she's been dead for over 200 years. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Nah, fuck
That's
that.
not cool.
It was kind of creepy. I was
I don't
like,
even watch movies that got Ouija boards
Yeah.
and shit in it. I don't want to see none
see,
of
and
that.
that's what makes me think
Like,
the AI with Tom Cruise and all that stuff, like
So-
they could come up with some stuff, man.
Fuck that.
Well, that's a black thing. Why do you think? Do you think that's in our DNA, or do
Do
you
what?
think it's like?
I don't know what it is. Just basically like you grow. I mean, I grew up in a Baptist church. I'm just certain things. I'm just like I ain't fucking with.
Black people just. I know this girl I
That's
know
funny.
worked on a show called Lucifer.
Oh, I love that
And she
show.
tried to see
I
it.
remember when
My
she
homegirl
came. Are you
produces
talking
all
about
that,
Yeah.
the stunt double
I
Ashley?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't even click on it.
I do.
wouldn't
It's
watch it.
funny. It's a
not
funny
clicking.
show.
I wouldn't. Even
I think
know.
it's funny.
It could
I don't
be.
know. I don't know
Yeah.
which season. I think at least the first 3 seasons. One of my friends was one of the exec producers on that. She's like, you should check it out. I'm like, the show's called Lucifer.
Can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I
And
just,
It's funny.
To you saying that, there was a place in Hollywood called Lucifer's Pizza.
Pizza,
I'm sure
yeah.
it's fire. Will not eat there. I feel like I'm eating from the garden. Like I'm in the garden of Eden.
that should
and
be
I'm
the
just like,
slogan though. It's
Yeah.
fire.
It's fire. That's hilarious. It's fire.
They have a
It's
good
like-
cast.
I
Even
feel like I'm Eve. I
um,
walked in and ate from that tree.
Yeah,
They
bro,
see if
like,
as soon as I step in there.
All you
who's
gotta
it?
do
So
is put-
Dennis Haysbert, he from all those commercials and stuff with the voice,
Uh-huh.
he plays God. So it's even funnier, and
Fuck outta
I'm
here.
telling you.
That's something I wouldn't do on film either.
And it's a good show.
Wouldn't play
At first
Jesus
I
or
wasn't
God on
sure.
camera.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Play God? Yeah.
I wouldn't play God or Jesus on camera.
Oh, okay.
I had a goofy sketch,
away
but
from
it
it.
wasn't. But it's not like it's just a sketch about his birthday being on Christmas. But
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
that's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
was a
would
good
do. I
show.
would do a sketch. I would do
yeah,
comedy.
something
Comedy-
funny,
comedy
but I
sketch,
can't
that's a little
play
different,
But
Jesus,
yeah.
I wouldn't
though.
do Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, that
like,
movie was.
I wouldn't do
Did you
that.
see Passion of the Christ?
I
I
wouldn't.
saw it in theaters.
I
with
still-
I actually saw that in theaters with my
I
grandmother.
didn't
He
God
was
God rest his
supposed to
soul.
make part 2,
He better leave
How?
that shit alone.
But I'm saying like,
but it
why-
was gonna be a
why
different
would you make a
era,
part
like
two
a
to that,
different.
though?
It was gonna be a
'Cause
different.
that movie already did. It did what it was supposed to do when you watch it. You're like, fuck, he dealt with this shit.
You
That-
know
that
what was
crazy.
crazy about that movie is when you watch it. Well, when I watched it, is the little like, I guess the devil trying to tempt him, and you're like, oh, and then with that baby, I was like, I was
I
like,
never
this
seen
is
it.
creepy.
Nah, I watched it in theaters.
And it
with
was
my
actually a
grandmother
girl.
at
It
the
wasn't even
time.
a guy. I thought it was a guy the whole time.
And then you get to see like how bad he got beat with the hooks hitting his skin.
Oh,
and
that
getting
part
to,
was
like, that shit was
bad.
wild. Because you're thinking about this like, because if they're showing it in the way, in the manner of which it was supposed to happen, you're like, fuck, it probably was even worse.
Oh, it was.
Oh, it was
I'm
way.
sure,
I'm sure it was way
they
worse.
didn't show
They
what
could-
was what actually
And
happened to him.
but what they showed in
Yeah.
that movie was it was straight up.
Yeah,
Like they
Like
had
when
him, they had him getting hit with like a hook, and the hook would rip his skin off,
skin off
like,
and stuff.
and he just sit there and was taking that shit.
They have a there's a I don't want to call it a book, but there's a first-hand account of some the witnesses that were there when this was taking place.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying how they was ripping it. They ripped his arms out of his sockets
Mm.
in order to get his hands to the parts on the board where they can nail it in. So on top of getting your hands nailed into the board,
Yeah.
they're gonna rip your shoulders out, and then they put urine-soaked rags in his mouth
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
on
fucked
and on
up.
his wounds because the ammonia would burn them. Just imagine that, like that's
Right.
Damn.
It's like throwing salt on wounds.
And people don't know, like, this is why I look at people when they wear crosses on their neck. It's kind of strange. But
Mm-hmm.
people don't know crucifix was designed to be the cruelest form of punishment ever.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think, after they went through, like, pulling people by horses, burning people
Mhm.
alive, putting you inside of, they figured out the worst thing you could do to somebody
Mm-hmm.
is nail them to a crucifix and let them hang in the sun and poke them in the side of their ribs and let them bleed out. That's the worst possible punishment.
Dang.
That's suffering.
Yeah.
You're
That's
literally
really
blood's leaving
bad.
the body. You're in pain because, like, if you think about
Mhm.
your hands and feet, that's.
You're bleeding, then you suffocate from the blood,
Mm-hmm.
and you're being dehydrated.
I guess I get the aspect of wearing it for, like, I guess the sympathy or what you know that that means, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, and that's like
There's-
if my brother
Mhm.
got shot, I wouldn't wear a pistol on my chain. Like that'd be weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like, that'd be weird as fuck. You know?
Yeah.
Like why do you wear a bullet? Oh, my brother died from a gunshot.
Right.
Like, what the
That's
fuck?
kind of creepy.
This is the
Yeah.
actual bullet.
Yeah,
I'm
like that'd be strange. So I don't know. It's kind of cruel.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I might watch
That's
Passion of
kinda
the Christ though. I don't know.
It was
It's a-
good.
it's-
I'm not gonna lie. It
It's
was
one of
really
those
good.
movies that you don't just go watch though, like on the regular. People are like, oh, we watched Passion of the Christ. Like I watched it
Yeah.
one time. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
I don't need to
Yeah.
see that again.
Yeah, I kind of. It's hard for me to watch films, even though all films are kind of
Mhm.
like this. But it's hard to watch films that's supposed to be real that I know are 100% fake. Like that. Like even like I
Mhm.
can't watch Jurassic Park
Mm.
because dinosaurs don't roar.
You know.
Speaking of which, I just saw
believe
the new Jurassic World.
How was
cool.
it, man?
It was good. What's crazy is like it was an entertaining movie.
Mhm.
Like I was seeing every one of them. I like dinosaurs. I love that shit, that world.
Mhm.
But as far as this one goes, I felt like, cause critics bashed it.
Mhm.
Which I mean, it's a dinosaur movie. I don't know what you expect.
Right. It actually kids. You know,
Yeah,
don't
like that.
ask
Yeah.
50-year-olds.
What do you
That's
expect?
weird.
Do you expect an Oscar-winning performance from people chasing
A
dinosaurs?
T-Rex?
Like-
From a T-Rex. Blue.
like, it's just being honest. Like, but I
Yeah,
mean,
that's real.
I feel like there could have been a couple more eats. I want to see a couple more dinosaurs eat a couple more people. That's just me.
Mhm.
I feel like you got a little soft, a little bit with it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know.
You
that-
know, whatchamacallit said that
'Cause
too.
they're-
Vernon.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, he said
Huh?
they need to eat more and kill more people.
Well, I'm
I
just
was
saying
like,
because when you go to watch that movie, you're expecting like T-Rex to be tearing somebody's arm off. Like when you saw the original
Yeah.
movie, that shit happened. You saw old boy,
Right.
he got on the shitter, and old boy T-Rex.
oh,
ripped him right
that
off the
was
toilet.
yeah.
Like,
I forgot about
shit,
that.
you
That
like,
was a
"Damn,
good one.
That's crazy. And then even when you saw like the
Mhm.
first Jurassic World, because there's 3 of them now. Jurassic World.
Yeah.
There's the Fallen Kingdom, and I forget what the new one, Old Dominion, I think it's called.
Dominion, yeah.
I feel like it's starting to get a little bit more watered down. It's still a decent movie, but they're
Mhm.
getting a little bit more watered down. So that'd be my only critique. Oh, but I mean, if you're going to watch a dinosaur movie, it was cool.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a dinosaur movie.
I'm
yeah.
surprised they haven't shifted into like the I forget what the era is called, but like with the saber-tooth tigers and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like being like They've kind of done everything you could do.
Kind of
with the
like La
dinosaur
Brea,
thing.
It's
like the
always
La Brea
yeah.
tar pits.
Yeah, like because
They have a show called La Brea.
What's the same thing like with Jurassic Park? They basically just reviving dinosaurs because they
Yeah.
found the
Raptors,
DNA.
because it's
so-
always about Raptors, T-Rex, like the main.
Yeah,
And then they
so-
throw a random dinosaur, but like you said, saber tooth
Yeah.
was a big thing.
Yeah, like the.
I've gone there,
yeah.
You
It's
could do
scary as
saber.
fuck.
You could do saber.
Well, they kind of did. Well, they have a show called La Brea, but I
yeah.
actually liked it. It was kind of weird, but it was good. But they did get picked up for
They should
season
do
2,
that.
Yeah, I would love to see like.
and they show what happens in LA.
You gotta
Like if
think
that
about
pops
that.
up.
See, and
like
they could
the
do it in
whole-
LA. That'd be tight.
Well, if you've ever actually gone to La Brea tar pits,
Never been.
okay. So
I
I
worked out
went when
there.
I was younger. Then I went again, maybe in 2016,
I
17.
worked out there in that area.
So you see that the stuff's coming up. So it'll show like the area from before and you see all the tar. Then there's a new areas. So stuff's seeping up from and then they block it off on that area.
That's crazy.
And that's what trips me
I
out. I was
wanna
like,
see a
if we have
saber-tooth.
one big earthquake or one big something, all that stuff's going to be,
Then you gonna be like the
we
dinosaurs.
gonna be burnt.
You gonna be stuck in that motherfucker like the dinosaurs.
We
bro.
be like, I know. And then the wolves
I
too.
mean,
thinking
y'all
about-
really think
Have the
bones
wolves and the
last a
saber-tooth?
billion years, bro? Like, come on, bro. How
It's
do
I don't see
hard.
why not.
I mean, like if you think about the texture.
I
'cause,
mean,
like,
how
what-
would you
what
not
happens-
know?
Like
What happens to your bone?
I'm just saying
They
when
turn to
somebody
dust.
dies, when somebody dies, what do they do to identify it? They go look at the teeth.
Yeah.
Because the teeth don't do nothing.
right? So I can
They
see
don't
teeth.
burn.
I can see teeth sticking, but teeth
Like the
don't
mouth?
last forever though.
But teeth don't last forever, and like I don't see like the bones. Because even in like a fire, do bones like can they find the bones? They can.
Yeah, you can find. Yeah,
They-
but
I
I'm
thought they
saying-
find
but
your
like
teeth.
but like you said, a billion years.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. Like,
A
like
billion
everything
years?
disintegrates. You feel me? Metal,
at some
metal
point.
breaks down. You know
At
what I
some
mean?
point.
So I'm just
Mhm.
saying. I'm just saying. All
For
right.
you to find dinosaur
know.
bones,
Like, I don't know. It's possible.
that could be a little conspiracy. behind it.
Antarctica.
It is possible. I'm just saying.
We don't know. Antarctica
It just
probably
seems
has
a
them.
little weird that bones are sticking around that long. You know, that's just that's
And,
a
it-
little.
and, well, I
know.
mean, and this is my thing when it comes to dinosaurs. 'Cause I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I'm cool with dinosaur, like in the world that has been imaginative, like Jurassic Park. That's cool. But when you think about it in a real time, like, so you found dinosaurs and you put them together to give them a shape.
Oh, bro, I'm finna ruin your whole dinosaur.
This
experience.
Well, I'm-
one,
but
yeah,
I'm just saying,
I'm finna
yeah.
ruin it for you,
But no,
Will.
I'm just keeping it 100. But like, you put dinosaurs together, like now you have a Stegosaurus, you got T-Rex, you have all these dinosaurs.
Who
and you're
created the
like,
names?
None of those are real, bro. And it's a scary
Pegasus.
thing.
Right,
If
but I
you-
mean, I don't believe it.
Hang on one second,
Mhm.
caller. If you guys ever look
Uh-huh.
up a thing called Bone Wars,
Bone Wars.
it's called the Bone Wars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's about when the paleontologists started faking these dinosaur discoveries,
Oh,
and
Because
they faked like
some of it doesn't make
99%
sense
of
to
them.
me.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
called the Bone Wars. You guys get a
I
chance.
could have got a fake job.
Caller.
Okay, first thing, yes,
Bird.
bones can be. What's up,
What's up,
everybody?
Vernon?
Bones
What up,
can be destroyed in fire. All this fire has to do is be hot enough,
Oh, okay.
Right.
I was wondering.
because
teeth
that's
are
where
different.
you get.
Mhm.
That's where people go to get cremated.
Oh, good.
And-
Oh,
Solid
yeah,
point,
good
Vern.
point, good
Solid
point,
Yeah,
Vernon.
the bones
I forgot
can
about
and
that.
bones can be destroyed like that.
Solid.
And
I
yes,
like
bones
lava.
can.
Yeah.
And yet that too. But yes, bones can be saved for thousands of years if you put it in the right conditions,
But what
like
about
ice.
billions of years?
like ice.
What about
They have found people
Okay,
in ice.
I agree.
So yes,
Antarctica.
I mean,
So ice
it
is
all
used to
depends
preserve
on the
Mhm.
circumstances in which these
I see.
bones and things have been placed. Like people didn't believe in mummies until they saw them,
Mm.
and then the whole mummification process was lost. Well, quote unquote,
This is
lost
crazy.
throughout history, and nobody knows exactly how they do it. But we do know that they stuck a rod up your nose and scrambled your brains and pulled them out. We know that part, but they don't know how to do any. They don't supposedly know how to do anything else.
Mm.
And they don't want to give us credit for
makes
anything, but
perfect
I'm
sense,
not going to
though.
go into that.
Just when you brought up cremation, it's like
Yeah.
Okay, so it says bones do
Mhm.
decay. It just
they
takes.
do.
Yeah.
It takes a long time, but
Right.
like I don't think a billion years. I think it did be way before that.
Yeah.
So for you to
Yeah.
say
But
you found
here's the
bones,
thing.
yeah.
If you've ever watched that TV series, damn,
The Mummy.
no, we was talking about it a couple of weeks ago, and they were shooting up folks and they killing everybody. I can't think of the name of that damn movie.
Everything that's out right now.
Yeah, that too. Hold on, it's right here in my hand. It's right here in my face. Shit.
Don't drop whatever.
The Purge.
Put the gun
The
down.
Purge.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, the
Purge.
Put the
The
gun.
TV show.
Knife down.
They just took everybody's bones on
the Purge.
TV show.
Yeah.
On the TV show, they explained how they gave people their remains. They just shoved everybody into a furnace and then just started shoveling ashes in an urn and just was giving them to people.
That's
so they just didn't give a fuck.
Wow.
They just didn't care who they gave. They just didn't care. They just had a list of names and they just took all those bodies.
You just got a scoop.
Yeah. Like what?
Hey.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's just like they had a whole thing.
Yeah.
Nick, did you hear about that whole thing about them doing that in real life?
I was just thinking about that, Vernon. Like
Yeah.
I have a family member that was cremated. I was just thinking, like, we weren't there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, who knows? Like, they could have just went back there, charged
somebody's
us a
ashes.
couple $100 and scooped some motherfucking dirt in the thing.
Cause there's
Like,
no
on real
DNA.
shit. Yeah, like, you can't.
So there's no DNA. So
How do you track
you
DNA?
you really have to just have to
Damn, that's a good hustle, y'all. We might need to start a cremation business, yo.
and it's more than a couple of $100. It's a couple of $1,000, Nick.
Hey, come get yourself a cremation and a Jamaican beef patty and be on your way.
Well, I know we paid a couple $100. We just went with the straight thing, but even still, like, you know,
A couple of $100.
Yeah, if you don't get the whole.
What, they put them in the oven?
No, you know they get the fancy. It's like $800, I think, to even start the process.
Yeah.
The whole process like $800.
Yeah.
But then if you want
that must
the
be in
fancy box,
California.
if you
That
want
must
the
be in
fancy,
California.
It's definitely a hustle.
Yeah, if you want the fancy little urn and all that kind of stuff, it gets to about $1,200, $1,500.
Yeah, you're right.
But see, that's
to get the nice one.
Wait, doesn't that just come? Isn't that standard? And it just goes up with the urn you pick? Because I'm thinking it's like I thought it was $1,000 just flat out, and then if you got a cheap urn, then you was cool. But the more the urn cost, the more it costs.
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
I know the process itself is like $800, and then because some people have their own
And
things
then
they
what you
want to
put
put
it into.
Yeah.
Some people have their own stuff that they
They
keep.
charge,
Yeah.
they charge a bit.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
you can have, because you
it's
can.
like a la carte at a
you-
restaurant. Like, yeah, I want that with that. Can you go
A la
ahead?
carte.
Yeah,
can
that's
you
how
add
funerals are.
these
Yeah.
sides? Yeah.
Pick which one you want.
All right, let me shut up. I'll call y'all back in a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vernon.
Speaking of which, this is just side
That's
note. Did you
interesting.
guys see that video on Instagram of that girl who got super pissed off that her dude was cheating? So she took his mom's ashes and
Oh,
threw it
yeah,
off
we
her
saw that.
bridge.
They said that she got arrested.
She should.
Yeah, that's sad.
If anybody doesn't know, you can't dump ashes anywhere.
Yeah.
You'll get arrested for that.
Yeah.
Like it's a
That's sad.
It's
Especially over a
um,
bridge, like, because people can breathe in somebody's body.
yeah, it's a health
Yeah.
violation thing is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I just took in somebody's parents.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't even do that shit. Like if you do that with like your family member, you can't go and like pour that shit in the river and shit. Like you'll get a ticket for that shit.
so don't get caught.
Yeah, like you could.
I'm sure
yeah,
people,
you could
people do it all the
you
time,
can't,
but
you know what I mean. But you're not
just
supposed
don't
to
get
do
caught. She publicly put that out there that she did it, so we're gonna
It.
find
But that
her.
shit blew back all in her face and shit. That was nasty. Like.
Yeah. I was like,
Backfired.
oh, that's sad.
Hey, could you? Because in my mind, I'm thinking about it. When she did it, she was like, "Bitch, you just gonna throw me, nigga?"
Yeah.
She was throwing, disintegrated hands.
Like, why would you?
That's sad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like you gotta be crazy. Like you gotta be crazy mentally to just do that. Like you can get mad and go do some shit, but like I'm gonna take your
Your
parents.
mama's ashes, like,
I should
yeah,
kill
that's
you.
sad.
No offense, but I'm just saying, like,
That's crazy.
that's how you thinking at that point.
Yeah, that was sad.
I was just gonna add this to kind of close this show because I know we were
Yeah.
gonna do it. So we had a couple groups on here. I was gonna say I'll do the men and you do the women.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll start with the females.
Okay, so
here's the
one
question.
group's got to go. So which female R&B group out of these
R&B.
would you pick? Yeah, R&B
gotta
group
go.
that's got to go. So your choices are Escape, En Vogue, Destiny's Child, or TLC.
One gotta go.
One got to go.
I know who mine is, and I'm just being bold with it.
Oh, dang. I'd probably go with.
What do you mean the group has to go? They never happened.
Yeah, like if you
Alright.
had a choice, yeah. Like, I'd probably go with Escape.
That
'Cause
was-
En Vogue-
That was
whew.
mine. That was mine.
What
Was
was
it?
Escape song? What was Escape
They
song?
sang
Um,
just kick
yeah, and The
it,
Secret.
just
You're my little
kick it. Sit
secret.
back.
Oh no, we
Kick
keep it
back,
Escape.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping. We need that.
No,
Relax your
I
shoes
know,
and
but
relax your
out of
feet.
Come on,
those
man.
picks,
I'm
But,
thinking Destiny's Child gotta go.
Ooh, but
well,
Beyonce
they did
gotta
go.
go.
I mean,
No.
Beyonce.
Beyonce can
no,
still be Beyonce.
I could
She
still
don't need them to
no.
be Beyonce.
I like Destiny's Child.
I like
TL
them
I
together
can't do
too.
TLC.
Yeah.
TLC is my favorite group.
TLC is
TLC
mine
my
too.
favorite
Yeah.
female group.
Nice
En
pocket,
Vogue,
yeah.
I already
TLC's not
know. I
even in
saw
there.
that. I mean,
En Vogue is talented.
But what
See,
song?
I
What
would go
song
with,
does Destiny's Child have that we need to keep?
I'm a survivor.
Hey, as a man, I feel you.
Yeah, we don't need
Bills,
survivors.
bills.
We don't need
Okay,
bills.
we as a
And all my
female, they
ladies are
are
independent.
staying.
We don't need independent
Say my
women.
They
name.
are
We
staying
don't need
independent
say my name.
women.
We don't need independence. We don't
Yep.
need bills.
Bills,
y'all gonna be like, oh,
They
he's
saying
being
survivor,
shallow, but I'll
cater
take,
to you,
No, we'll take
cater to you.
I'll keep that.
I'm cool.
I'll
I
keep
take
that one.
dangerously in love. I take dangerously
Jumping,
in love.
jumping, bugaboo,
See,
bugaboo.
we don't need
I-
no
I-
songs
yeah,
of
no.
Destiny's Child, yo. Destiny's
No,
Child
I'm
can go.
keeping Destiny's Child.
No, that's why only one of them married now.
Damn.
Nuh-uh.
Who?
Is Kelly
Are you
or
talking about
Michelle?
Kelly's married too?
No, she
she's
ain't.
got her. Yeah, she
I
has.
know she had a kid. She I don't think she
No,
married.
she's married to
Oh, well,
him.
shout out to Kelly Rowland.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
what's
her,
up.
her
Kelly
and her
Rowland bad,
man.
too.
They have a
Shout out
nice
to Kelly.
little family. Yeah.
Hey man, well, Destiny's
But-
Child can go. We don't need them songs.
Well, that's him.
No,
I mean, I'm
think-
just saying, like, the only reason I chose Escape is because I like Escape, but there's only a couple songs where
Yeah.
I really fuck. Destiny
That's
Child
why
got
I
way more
said
hits.
yeah,
Yeah.
If you're thinking about it from a musical, I guess, perspective.
yeah.
In Vogue, I can't get rid of In Vogue.
They just
They're
kill
in
it. Like
Vogue.
they're
Vogue is the shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, out of all the groups, In Vogue would probably be like the pioneer of that group. Of
Yeah.
all those other groups.
and I just saw them and they killed it. I was like,
They still look
wow.
I think the
And they
best
still
female
look
group
good.
though is TLC though.
Oh yeah, that
TLC,
was
yeah,
my
I can't-
group.
they
TLC
had,
was my-
they could
TLC.
dance. They had style. They had a rapper.
They had rapper,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
And then they tried to re-emulate them with the group
They
Black.
had sexy,
Which I think is,
cool,
I mean,
you know
this is
what I'm
kind of
saying?
off
Like
topic,
how-
but I think it's crazy that so Black came out. They were kind of like the newer TLC.
Mhm.
Their rapper died. TLC's rapper died. What's
Yeah,
up with
crazy.
that?
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, yeah,
And they
that's
both died
crazy.
from car accidents.
Crazy.
That's
You know,
crazy.
there was a,
That's
there was-
crazy.
They did a big old conspiracy thing on Lisa Left Eye's.
What about Dr. CB and?
Yeah.
About that whole shit. Like,
I
was
it
so
doesn't
sad.
surprise me.
like they said that she swerved her car and then some.
Mhm.
Yeah, it sounds kind of sketchy.
That
It
was
is
that was
sketchy.
sad.
Shout out to Dr. Sebi at least.
Shout
that
out
is,
to
yeah, shout out
Left
to Dr.
Eye. She
Sebi.
passed on my birthday.
Yeah,
I was so
beautiful woman
sad.
too. Bad.
She
too.
did, yeah.
This was bad.
She was beautiful.
All three of them was bad. Man.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Chilly.
Yeah.
I
Chili
can't
was
think of
fine.
another group
Mm.
where all three was fine.
They fine.
Yeah. Like
all three was bad.
T-Boz.
Cause I was a huge Chili fan, but Lisa Left Eye Lopez is bad too. Like they all look
Yeah,
good.
all of 'em
Even
was
when she
fine,
burned up the
man.
dude's house,
still
she
fine,
still looked
man.
pretty.
He probably was pissed off. I bet you he still fucked though.
Yeah, she was.
He
Yeah.
probably like, oh, I hate you, bitch. Oh, just give it to me one more
T-Boz was
time.
bad too,
T-Boz
man.
was
Oh, yeah.
T-Boz was fine.
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
That
TLC
raspiness.
is- Yeah, the raspy got
T-Boz,
me too, man. I was
yeah.
like, what is going on?
He gonna tie me so I creep. I'm like, you just come back. One
I
more
think
time.
they did a hologram or they did something where it was like
What, Lisa
them
Left
two, and then
I,
they
I
added her
went to,
in
I
to
went to the
perform.
fan mail tour, so I'm excited. I
Yeah.
got to see Left Eye before she passed.
Oh damn.
Dang.
Yeah, I went to the fan mail tour, the third
That
album.
was a
the
big
one
ass
I forgot
album.
about
Yeah.
that one.
Jeez, I
Yeah,
remember
The
that
No Scrubs album?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
the No Scrubs.
See,
Ooh.
I'd rather take No Scrubs than any song by Destiny's Child.
Ah,
That's
come
crazy.
on.
No Scrubs.
I
no
still
Scrubs
like.
was
I
pretty
still
offensive.
No
TLC.
Scrubs was good,
TLC got hits.
Yeah,
I
No
don't know
Scrubs
what
but
was
he
very
says.
offensive song.
I still
but
Fuck that.
Destiny's Child.
Then they tried to
yeah.
come out with a No Pigeons. I don't know if you guys heard.
I remember No
The
Pigeons.
guys
No
in
Pigeons.
Buttle.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I don't want no pigeons. They didn't even sound good.
Yeah, but when she said hanging out the passenger
The
side of
side.
your best friend's ride, I
That
remember-
was
I remember
like,
every
wow.
dude's face was like,
Hey, I'm like, fuck. I can't
You
even
getting
get
back
I
in
gotta
now?
get a
You're
car.
like,
I gotta get a car.
Every guy was like,
the pressure was on.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I can't ride
I ain't got no
passenger,
whip.
dog.
"That's
People
funny."
wonder why
I
today
forgot
why I
about
don't
that.
get people's cars. Like I rode with you today because you know you the homie.
Hanging outside.
But I can't be with the homie. Like
Nah, they put a lot of pressure on the man at that song. Man.
Yeah.
I remember it as a kid. Like a lot of dudes was like, oh shit.
The red light special.
Oh,
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Shout out to T.
that's why TLC is my number
Waterfalls.
Yeah.
That was
I
such a
love
good
that
song.
song as a kid. Even
Yeah.
though it took me like 10 years to figure out what the fuck they were saying.
Well,
I know the dance.
Yeah.
Me and Kim just made a video. So Kim did the dance, and I went and did a duet to her,
oh,
and I
Lord.
was dancing next to her. Yeah, I can watch it. Stupid.
That's a
but
great,
You
that's
guys
a
are
great
funny.
video.
That was.
I never knew they said don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I thought she was
Don't.
saying Jason Waterfalls.
Jason.
gotta-
I thought
Uh,
some nigga named Jason.
Jason Waterfalls.
Hilarious.
My
Don't go
whole life.
Jason
Jason Waterfall.
Jason
My whole life.
Waterfalls.
And then I got older.
Jason,
and
man.
I read the title of the song. I'm like,
You thought you
Jason-
said
I'm
a
like,
Jason Waterfalls.
I'm like,
That's funny.
I'm gonna be real quick with this next one because I think I already have my answer, but
Yeah.
we're gonna do the same thing for male groups. So which male group gotta go? 112, Boys to Men, New Edition, or Drew Hill?
shit.
I know who mine is, even though I love them, but I know who mine is. Because New Edition is my favorite group of all time. That's an automatic stay for me.
What New Edition song?
Huh?
Give me a song like New Edition.
112 Boys to Men New
If it
Edition.
is in love,
Okay.
why?
okay.
You can't get rid of that.
Okay.
And then they have then you have Bobby Brown was in the group. There's no way.
Yeah, shit.
There's no way.
Boys to Men, Drew
I'm
Hill.
keeping 112. I need peaches and cream.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need Cupid.
I need peaches and cream in my life.
I'd probably go Drew Hill.
So Drew Hill,
as much as I don't want to.
Drew Hill and 112 are
those were like the
because I can't get rid of
battle
I can't get rid of New Edition of Boys to Men.
Neither could I. No, absolutely not. Boys to Men, but you feel
joint.
it, yeah.
They got that one joint.
They got a joint with Mariah Carey. They got multiple hits.
Yeah.
And the whole group can sing.
I would go 112.
Yeah, they got End of the Road. You can't.
I would go Drew Hill. Yeah.
You're gonna lose the thong song. You go Drew Hill.
I can't do Drew Hill because Drew Hill got certain hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew Hill got.
See, and I like 112.
How Deep Is Your Love?
Yeah, I might go 112 because 112 only got like 2 songs. They got Peaches and Cream and the other one they did with Biggie.
I forgot about that.
112 do got hits. Damn. I just can't.
I still like Cupid.
I can't put
that
them
was
over any of these
favorites.
other 3. Out of these other 3, I can't put them over.
Yeah, I'll probably skip 112. Like they dope, but I can do without those 2 songs.
Dang it.
Peaches and Cream is fire,
Peaches
but
and Cream.
Drew Hill, how deep is your love for me? Or tell me what you want.
Drew Hill.
There's no way. There's no way.
People be sleeping, man. Cisco was a beast back, and Nokia, dude was a beast back then, man.
See, I agree, Pete. Drew Hill.
Hey, no, people are gonna be mad, but Drew Hill is like the grown version of B2K. The grown version.
Facts. That's a very good comparison, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't listen to B2K. A lot of people slept on B2K.
B2K is nice, but I'm just saying Drew Hill's like the grown version.
Don't backtrack. He said Drew Hill could go. He said never mind. Then never mind. 112 could go.
See,
112.
Because he forgot about the Drew Hill song.
He forgot when William started dancing.
Tell me that song alone stands on its own. That's the pinnacle for the group.
Drew Hill was hard.
Because as soon as that beat come on, people start stretching. They be like, "Oh, let me get my knees together because we about to hit that."
Yeah, Drew Hill was a classic.
They had Somebody Sleeping in My.
Yeah, that whole album.
I forgot about that one too. Dang
Cisco was a beast.
Dang it.
Man.
Cisco, yeah.
Cisco was a beast.
And if you go off the side note, that's why I said New Edition you can't because they had 3 groups within one group.
Yeah.
Well, they had.
They
did.
They had
Belle Biv DeVoe. Yeah, Ralph Transvant. He had a successful song. Johnny Gill has successful music. Freaking Bobby Brown by himself had one of the best albums ever. I don't care what nobody says. Don't Be Cruel is one of the best albums ever. There's no way. And then
Vernon said Drew Hill can go.
Drew Hill's
what's
the album? Release the Dragon. That album was dope. Yeah, Incomplete, the thong song.
See, just like you said about Beyonce, Cisco can do it by himself.
He can.
Yeah, Cisco's a beast, man.
Cisco's a fire.
I think Thong Song was too big for him.
I agree.
I think
Drew Hill.
That song was so popping, like it's crazy how big that song was.
That was the first time thongs had ever been on video.
And what's crazy is I didn't even realize because I was young, obviously, when the song came out. But it's crazy how when you heard that song, you started really seeing thongs.
Like there's no thongs in that actual video.
That's crazy.
There what?
Right? There's no actual thongs in the video. They only they wouldn't let the girls wear
MTV,
They wouldn't let them wear thongs. So I think the only thong in the video is like he holds up the thong and like he holds it up. But I don't think any of the women are actually wearing thongs in the video.
Oh yeah.
So which is crazy.
The fact that he was singing so hard about a thong, like he wasn't singing about a woman. He was singing about the thong.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what? That's what
the
was
nigga
amazing.
did backflips across the beach.
As soon as we figured out what a thong
and
was,
everybody
we
was
all
wearing
agreed.
thongs,
We was like,
man.
that thong.
My man rolled around. He did backflips. He flew on the beach and screamed about it.
Remember
about
he walked
underwear.
in the air? Remember that?
Yeah, he did that.
Oh, I don't know.
That was a crazy. He did run on top of the women in there. Remember that shit? He ran on top of the bitch. Call her.
Okay. The reason why I say is Drew Hill got to go.
Okay.
I understand.
I agree.
I understand they got some hits, and the thing with Cisco, here's the thing with Cisco. Cisco never had a summer hit. And like you said, it got too big for him. And then when it got big, he thought he was the shit. He said, I'm the king of R&B and ain't nobody gonna beat me because I got the song. Nigga, R. Kelly had summer hits for years.
Yeah,
but Kelly's another status.
That's a different monster, man.
Yeah.
It's all about how you represent. It's all about how you take in what you do. If you got a song and it's a hit, sit back and enjoy it. do not go out and blow your head up and think you finna be the you the shit. Because everybody gonna say, no.
You got it, Vernon. You got to put it in perspective, Vernon. He made a song about thongs, nigga, and it blew up.
R. Kelly made a song about a fucking Jeep. Come on now.
No, but what I'm saying is,
I forgot about the Jeep.
This man made a song about a Jeep. And every motherfucker and their mama was singing that mug.
That was a
R.
good
Kelly
song,
can make a
though.
song about anything. He got a song on his newer album called Cookie. About the Cookie Monster, and it goes.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that is true.
So
Remind Me of My Jeep is a great song.
It's all about how Cisco let that shit go to his head. He thought that he just thought that he was just the king, and everybody said if you have to call yourself the king of R&B, then you're not.
If I made the thong song, I'm out of here.
But even though you say that, I have some agreements to that, but I'm also like, you still can't take away that music that they did make.
Yes, everything. I agree with you. Everything Drew Hill made was a 3 or 4 week hit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everything Drew did here. Everything that Drew Hill sung was 2 or 3 weeks straight. That was a hit. After that, somebody else took over. Then R. Kelly said, "You know what? I'm finna take this motherfucker summer," and that's exactly what he did.
He did. You ain't like, good point, Vernon.
There's a reason why R. Kelly ain't in this category.
Thanks, Vernon.
It's like you can't play R. Kelly.
He's right.
Really, but
I was gonna say, there's a reason why R. Kelly's not in this category.
R. Kelly took over anything,
R. Kelly's
a bad boy, man.
He's different. His catalog is like, who gonna do a versus battle with R. Kelly?
Yeah, it's impossible. He got to.
No.
And I think too, R. Kelly,
even the people who would do it against him, he probably wrote for them too.
And
that's true.
And R. Kelly has probably the most songs that people kind of relate to moments in their life. You know what I mean? Like even me, like you gotta imagine, I was a kid when R. Kelly was the man, and if anybody plays "Feeling on Your Booty," it takes me back to high school. Prom. They played that shit at my high school prom, and I remember slow dancing to
Feeling on the Booty.
Come on, man.
Even the song, Booga 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 Booty.
Yeah. And the DJ didn't even know. He was like, man, what is this shit? Man, please. Yeah, Kels, man.
I ain't gonna lie though, his theme song at my song was, I'm the world's greatest.
Come on, man. The world's
statutory
greatest.
rapist.
That's hilarious.
That was our school anthem.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could fly. That was crazy.
Thought I could fly.
You know?
You can't.
Dang.
And he wrote Michael Jackson's what's the song? You are not alone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
So if you go off his catalog of songs that he sang, he's killing. But the
Aaliyah
songs that he
too,
wrote
right?
for other people,
Oh yeah, that's probably crazy.
his pen game is incredible.
And he can't read.
And he can't read. Yeah.
That's even better, bro.
So that means he was like, dun, 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 this
That's
sounds
how you.
good.
It's
Dun,
all.
dun, dun.
That's how you know it's all in him. He ain't got no education
That's why
doing
it
that
sucks
shit.
that he going through the bullshit he going through, because it's like you love his music,
Yeah.
but he's a fucked up individual.
Yeah,
Backseat of my Jeep.
but I look at it like a painter. You know,
His songs.
there's a famous painter.
Artist
Well,
that you
you
don't
know, like
understand.
Michelangelo and Leonardo and all those dudes.
Oh yeah, Leonardo.
Those dudes were horrible people.
Leonardo da Vinci was supposed to be the genius, I think, of the group.
No, but those people in real life were horrible people. They worked for the king and shit. They were bad guys. You know what I'm saying? So, but we look at their paintings, and if it's good art, it's good art. So I kind of look at music the same way, you know.
Just
Yeah.
think.
That's why I said, when I look-
Ignition. Who would even think about writing
Yo, come
that?
on, man.
Like,
How you
for
do
real,
it?
like,
How you do Jeep twice, man?
how you
Ignition
do
was another hit.
Twice.
Dang.
He did Ignition. and
Somebody
then
probably dared him too.
12 play was like unlimited. You know how many children were created to 12 play?
Half
You
on
know
a baby.
you know how much action I got off
Half
of
on a
12 Play
Baby.
2?
Huh?
Off of 12 Play 2?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That TP2 album? That was my sound. TP2 and
What'd you say? Feeling on your booty.
He doesn't have an album where you're like, there ain't like 3 or 4 songs in there. You just can't keep slapping. Like,
for real, I would say before we get out of here, I wanted to ask you guys. So I would say TP2, Usher's Confessions, 50
Usher's
Cent,
Confessions is-
50 Cent, Get Rich or
man.
Die Trying.
That's a good album.
Ooh, that's a good one.
DMX,
Which one?
it's
Party
dark.
Up?
Both of it. It's Dark and Hell is Hot,
Hot.
and what's the other one? He's in All Red. He's in the Bloody
Oh,
Bathtub.
Fresh in My Fresh, Blood in My Blood. or something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. That's one of his first albums.
And you could throw a Bone Thugs Harvey album in there. That would explain my childhood growing up. Like that,
Okay.
those albums like the anthem to my childhood,
Yeah.
right?
That's a good one, yeah.
What about you, Will? You from Seattle?
Oh, shoot.
What like? Give me 3. What 3 albums was like? Yeah, represent your childhood. You growing up. Like when you think about growing up, these 3 albums stand
So
out.
like my mom listening to them, like old school type of stuff, or just stuff that was going on while
Either way. Give me 3. Give me 1 old school and then 2 that you picked.
He said Usher for sure.
Yeah, that Confession was hitting.
Yeah.
Well, Confessions too, but even the My Way album. But,
Oh yeah.
Usher, yeah, just Usher. Period. It's funny because I lived in two spectrums of like my city. There's parts of Tacoma that are extremely rough, and there's parts of Tacoma that are like lollygag. So I have like like you said, my Usher. I was a big DMX, Ludacris. Like it's Offset. I listened to DMX, but I was also a huge fan of Ludacris. But I was also a fan of NSYNC. So it's like that completely offsets everything. But yeah, so that would be me.
Yeah, that's a hell of a mix.
Ooh.
Yeah.
DMX, Ludacris, and NSYNC. That explains it though. That sounds like.
Because it's crazy because you have that.
Trying to think
like,
of,
I'm cool.
Right,
I also fuck you up.
right.
Like I also have that
Yeah.
side. So because somebody was like, man, for you to grow up in a certain area, you can conduct yourself. I'm like, yeah. But I can also get.
Damn.
I'm very nice, but I can get active. if
Well,
I'm trying to think of mine.
I'm gonna
I
pick
know
three.
TLC.
Wait, hold on. DMX, Sugar Free, Usher. I would say that's my
DMX,
childhood.
Sugar Free,
DMX,
Usher.
Sugar Free, Usher. That's pretty much explaining how I grew up. A dot, what you got?
Oh,
I'm trying to think
forgot
of,
about
like,
Juvenile.
400 degrees.
school.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
exactly that album specifically. We were listening to it on the way here. We were listening to.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
hard.
yeah,
that's
we
a
were.
hard album.
Oh yeah, he's all falling asleep.
Hey, I was
He's like,
I fell
"Well,
asleep.
Can you turn that up? I was
I
like,
literally woke up. I was like, "That was you and that big body."
was,
I love that song, man.
I think he said, "You gotta go to court." He said,
You gotta go to
gotta go
court,
to
huh?
court.
You gotta
Yeah.
serve a subpoena for child support, huh? You with that nerve, huh?
"He said your dick got hard on. You was on the hard on because you was looking at them little drawers, huh? You don't know when to quit, huh?"
I love that song. You know, he got drunk. He got drunk and recorded that.
That's funny.
He purposely got drunk and recorded that
That's
song.
one of the funny. It's like one of the funniest great songs. Because if you really listen to those
He
lyrics,
not saying shit. I
Yeah.
love
he's
it.
not saying shit, but
I
he's
love
saying
it.
shit. It makes it like.
Whoa, Vernon.
ooh,
Vernon said 8-Ball and MJG,
ooh, that's a good one.
DMX and Janet Jackson. That is a good mix,
Yeah.
Vernon.
That actually is
I
a
was
good
not
mix.
expecting 8-Ball and MJG, but Space Age Pippin was
Yeah.
my shit.
That's a solid.
See,
bet.
mine would probably be around the era would be TLC, Crazy
Nelly.
Sexy Cool,
Oh.
I can put TLC in my
Wu Tang
twin.
Clan,
Oh, is that okay?
and who else? Tupac.
Damn, that's
yeah.
good.
Hold up.
Those
just
would be that.
because-
Damn, that's
and-
good.
Oh man,
just
that was
because
just
I know
like.
A Dot,
it
just
was
like how I
like-
put NSYNC in my group. I don't know how she
Yeah.
skipped
Yeah,
out New Kids on the
Backstreet
Block.
Boy. Oh,
Well,
New Kids on
no,
the Block.
I'm
Yeah, you
talking
tripping.
about like at high. Well, New Kids on the Block, but that was earlier.
Okay.
Like if you guys, I'm talking like high school.
Because NSYNC was
era.
young for me too. That was
Yeah.
like elementary,
Yeah.
middle school. Yeah.
That was like middle school.
Some-
But New Kids forever.
Someone says Tupac, Cash Money, and No Limit.
Cash
Ooh,
Money
I
and
forgot
No
about
Limit.
Cash.
Yeah, I was on
That's
those.
a good one.
I was on both.
Cash Money was
Yeah.
cool. Like Cash Money was cool because Juvenile did the 400
Yeah.
degrees
Not
thing.
in Lil Wayne, but
But
yeah.
growing up, No Limit, C Murder was like
See Murder.
that was my first favorite rapper was C Murder. Like I don't know why.
What's funny is
but-
I used to think Silk the Shocker like was cool image wise, but I listened to his raps. I'm like,
oh,
come on,
he was
fam.
the worst, bro.
Ooh, Janet
But-
Jackson,
but-
DMX.
but-
Ooh, that was a good one.
He would rap
He
so
was the
offbeat.
worst.
Appium, Freddie
Well,
Fender.
you,
that's
you
a
know
good one.
that
That's
he
funny.
didn't do that on. You know, they wouldn't allow the
Usher.
mixing people to mix the records
Mhm.
because mass people were just putting out so much music, people was buying it.
Yeah.
And you know, back then you'd have to send it to get mixed. It would take 2-3
Yep.
months. So he would just say "fuck it" and just put it out. That's why you hear
Mhm.
those songs, they sound offbeat. You like, why are they rapping off? And it's
Yeah.
because he was just rushing the projects out.
And then Mystical coming out.
That's what I'm saying. They had No Limit was on the roll, man.
Dang.
And then they had all those miscellaneous artists that they were dropping like
Yeah.
a new artist every week.
Mama
Mhm.
Mia.
Yeah, come on, you talking about Mia X?
Mia X.
Mia
yeah,
X.
Yeah.
I remember Lil Italy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember Cain and Abel,
They had a bunch of random
Oh
hits.
yeah. I forgot
Mr.
about them, too.
Servon. I
'Cause
remember
had-
the whole
I had
crew.
Mystical's albums. I had Mystical's like side albums. It ain't my fault.
Mystical.
You gotta do that.
It ain't my fault. I used to get hyped to that shit.
I used to get hyped. I wanted to learn the lyrics so bad, so I had the album. You know how you open up the album and get the lyrics on
Come
it?
on, man.
yeah.
Oh, the No Limit album was the best,
Yes.
man. They was plastic and shit. They had I remember the Snoop Dogg album. That shit was dope.
Even the Chronic.
Oh yeah, cause Snoop
The
Dogg did,
Chronic.
yeah.
That one. Whew.
Yeah, that's probably my
That came
favorite
out.
album of all time. Hey, that.
The original or 2001?
Biggie. We had
2001.
Biggie and yeah.
I think production, lyrics,
Biggie
and
2001 was amazing.
yeah, like and to find out Dr. Dre produced it and Jay-Z basically wrote the album, which
That explains why. It was
so right
amazing.
when you go listen to it, you like
One of the best producers ever, was one of the best rappers
this
ever.
is-
Just said, you know, we gonna fuck some shit up.
yeah, this is why I like this,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So shout out to.
Easy.
Dr.
Oh,
Dre
I
for
remember
that.
MC Breed.
Oh, somebody said Mr.
Ooh.
Magic and Fiend. How you know about Fiend and Mr. Magic?
Mr. Magic and Fiend. That's a good one too.
Damn, he went way back.
And I hit
On
my
the,
T.I. What you know about that?
Somebody said
I forgot
Outkast,
about that.
Tupac, and Biggie. That's a good lineup.
See, yep.
I mean, that's,
Especially
that's
Outkast.
icons
Ooh.
across the board.
Yeah, that's a good lineup. That's a good mixture of music too.
Y'all can correct me. We're about to get off the air, but y'all can correct me maybe for the next show. But is Outkast the only rap group that had an album that go diamond, or was there other ones?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question.
Because I know there's a lot of good rap groups, but I'm talking about in terms of album sales. I know they.
This not another rap group on their level.
That went
Outkast,
diamond.
Because I know they went diamond. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't even think of anybody that can come close to Outkast as far as selling records. Not a group, nah.
Well, we can stay tuned. If y'all
artist
find
wise, single like Jay-Z, Kanye, Drake,
well, yeah,
Dr. Dre,
individual. I'm talking about like a duo or a group.
No way.
I don't.
Maybe Jay-Z and Kanye West when they did Watch the Throne? No, they didn't.
Nah, they didn't go diamond.
I thought Niggas in Paris was pretty big though, but
it was.
That was.
Wait, give you a picture real quick before we get out of here.
But Outkast, whoo.
Give you a pick, A-Dot. What you got tonight? Celtics and the Warriors.
Ooh, I think the Celtics.
Celtics.
Yeah.
I'm going Celtics.
Realistically, I see Celtics, but I would like to see a closeout.
Come on, Chef Curry, get it done, baby.
I need to see that closeout. I said in 6.
Yeah.
My prediction would remain, and then there'll be another year where I could have won some money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was one specific year. I think it was in 2011 where I was making all the picks for the March Madness.
Yeah.
And I got up to the Final Four, but I didn't bet on it. And I would just
start betting.
I was like, fuck, I should be getting in on this shit. Like that was the closest I had ever got to getting the whole board. But
dang.
But yeah. With that being said, y'all know what the time it is. We're gonna head out because the game is on right now. We gotta get to it. So. A-Dot, where can they find you at?
What's up? You can catch me at A.Laughs on IG. And really quick, just want to say, I know it's Father's Day, so happy Heavenly Father's Day, Dad.
Shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops. There we go.
And all the fathers out there.
Yep.
Not all of them, but
well, the ones that are fathers, or dads.
Shout out to the ones we consider to be fathers. Shout out to the ones who actually took care of something.
Yeah, shout out to the dad dads.
Yeah, the dad
there.
dads
too.
too.
The dad dads, the ones who took care of somebody who showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at It's William Basham, TikTok William Basham. Y'all know the routine. Yeah, you can find me watching this game here soon. Shout out to Steph. Let's get this win, Cuzzo. Let's go.
Cuzzo. Shout out to BSB.
Oh yeah, karaoke night tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Check us out. Karaoke comedy
early.
Tomorrow
what time
after the
after
the show.
We're gonna be here all day.
Yeah. So after the show.
I get to work. So I mean, as long as I can get in between, like, I would say about 8 or 9. I probably
just pull up.
Yeah,
just pull up.
Okay. And real quick, Celtics are up 14-7.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Well, they got to. Let's go. It's a closeout game. They gotta play their asses off today.
Let's go.
Bring it.
Well, yep.
Yeah.
Like that said, we are the No Name Podcast. Yeah. No